as well as anyone. Make sure you subscribe to his Substack, Last Man Standing. It is our friend Ben Standing. Ben, good to see you.
Michael, always a pleasure.
Thank you, buddy. Kickoff is nearing for preseason game number 2 between the Commanders and the Bengals. I'll have some final thoughts before we wrap things up. You are listening to the Mattress Warehouse Command Center Tailgate Show, and this is the Washington Commanders Football Radio Network.
I'm proud to partner with American Military University, where service members like you can access high-quality, affordable education built for your lifestyle. With online programs that fit around deployments, training, and unpredictable schedules, AMU makes it possible to earn your degree no matter where duty takes you. Their preferred military rate keeps tuition at just $250 per credit hour for undergraduate and master's tuition. And with 24/7 mental health support plus career coaching and other services, AMU is committed to your success during and after your service. Learn more at amu.apus.edu/military.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Great sleep powers great performance. At Mattress Warehouse, our Labor Day sale is going on now. Save up to $1,000 on top brand mattresses from all of the brands you know and trust. Plus, enjoy 0% interest financing, free next day delivery, and a 1-year low price guarantee. Whether you're on the field or in the office, bring your best with better rest. Don't miss the Labor Day sale going on now and get 0% interest financing, free next day delivery, and a 1-year low price guarantee. Only at Mattress Warehouse.
Bengals Radio Network. Wayne Boxmiller with you, and we're just 21 minutes away. That's a bit 20 now. As Bengals get ready to face the Washington Commanders. And I tell you what, Bengals free agent Howard Cross III is a legacy NFLer, following in the footsteps of his New York Giant dad, former tight end Howard Cross Jr. He's also one of Al Golden's former Notre Dame players who made it to the BCS championship game last year. Howard talks about growing up around the NFL, being the son of an NFL player, and the free agent namesake is now trying to forge his own path in the NFL. His dad, who now does radio for the Giants, has 2 Super Bowl rings. But I bet he never did Fantastic Fun Facts with Dan Horde, presented by Skyline Chili, but his son has.
Now, Fantastic Fun Facts with Dan Horde.
Time for some fun facts with rookie defensive tackle Howard Cross from Paramus, New Jersey, about 20 minutes from MetLife Stadium, the home of the New York Giants, the team your dad played for 13 years. He's also Howard, played in more than 200 NFL games. What was it like for you to grow up Howard Cross in New Jersey?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was living every kid's dream. You know, I'm like, anytime anywhere in like elementary school, I'm like, yeah, my dad played for the Giants, and I know all the I knew Tiki Barber and Amani Toomer, and I knew all these guys. And like, I would like go tell my friends, I'm like, yeah, I know Tiki Barber, and and like just being stopped at any point, like, oh, like Howard Cross, and like, yeah, these are my kids. Like, all right, cool, Howard Cross. But it was good. It was a cool experience being around football most of my life. Just learning the ins and outs. And it helped me kind of be where I am today. Like, I knew the ins and outs of like the NFL and how it worked, like back before I even assumed that I could even make it to this level. I used to watch Hard Knocks with my dad when I was like, I don't know, in middle school. I was really interested in like NFL, but he was like, this is how it works. This is what's going to happen. This is the process. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of nerve wracking. And now I'm laughing about it. Now I'm like 15 years later, I'm here, and it's just funny to me. So
he's part of the Giants radio broadcast crew now. Did he bring you around to the stadium quite a bit when you were young?
Oh yeah, no, I was in there when he's recorded multiple times. I know all of the reporters back at the combine when the Giants reporters were at the combine. They're like, "Oh my God, Howard!" So it was good to see all of them. But yeah, I was around. I was able to see all these guys who I remember looking at them. They were larger than life, like pun intended, like they were giants. Like I literally thought they were just larger than life humans. And I can't even imagine, being anywhere near these people. And now that I'm in this position, it's crazy to me.
Your dad went to Alabama and is in the Alabama Hall of Fame.
Yes.
You chose Notre Dame. Why South Bend?
I grew up with a dad who knew the ins and outs of football, and after football, my dad was in the league for 13 years, and the biggest thing for him was football's great. Football's awesome, but he always used to say the NFL stands for not for long. You know, there's a very, like, you could probably count, I want to say on, not really one hand, but I want to say it's like maybe less than 20 people who are able to play in the past like 15 years of having been playing more than 10, 12 years. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what the average NFL lifespan is what, 3 years? So after that, you gotta get a job. So he always talked about getting a good job. Justin Tuck, who was a world-class DM for the Giants, is the VP of Goldman Sachs right now with Notre Dame. So obviously they were very big on, obviously, yes, football school, but like academics. So I was looking at Duke, Northwestern, Stanford, and then obviously Notre Dame called. That was like the pinnacle of education, but obviously football. So I jumped at the opportunity to go there.
You played in 66 games there. That's second most all-time at Notre Dame. And your defensive coordinator for the last 3 years was Al Golden. So you know him better than any other player in this locker room. What do you admire and respect about Al? The stadium. You played in the national championship game last year for Notre Dame. What was that feeling like for you to take the field?
It was kind of surreal. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I remember like walking out with the captains, and I just laughed. I'm like, this is just crazy, you know. And my entire life, like watching the national championship game, the little, what is it, the black and silver year number, so 2024, 20. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like, just imagine that on my jersey. You know, I have a 2025 jersey, which looks sick, by the way. But it was just that whole thing. I remember just looking in the mirror and just looking at the symbol like before the game and just being like, wow. And just the whole process was crazy. I mean, like I can't even describe it. Like, it was, I can't think of a better way to go out of college. I can't. Like, the first, 12-man playoff, the first ever playoff game at Notre Dame, which is my last ever game at Notre Dame, but it was a night game, and by far, in 6 years, it was my craziest Notre Dame game. Playing at New Orleans, beating Georgia, like, it was just surreal.
I saw an old story in the South Bend newspaper that referred to you as Fast Hands Howard. What was the origin of that nickname?
Coach Golden, actually. When Coach Golden first came to Notre Dame all those years ago, and again, I was just the little guy on the field. I mean, that's everybody's first reaction when they see the Notre Dame film, like, who's that guy? But, you know, I'm known for, you know, using my hands quickly and get made fun of a little bit for how large my hands are, which is disproportional in my body. But just being able to use my hands, and that's kind of what he would say.
You were second-team All-American each of the last 2 years at Notre Dame, but you weren't selected in this year's NFL draft. The Bengals signed you quickly as a free agent. Were you ticked off, and what did NFL teams miss?
I mean, obviously, I was a little frustrated, as anybody would be. I was projected to be drafted pretty high, and I wasn't drafted. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? And you know, I don't really think they missed anything. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I came back for another year, hoping to raise my draft stock higher than it already was, but I got hurt. Just so happened that the most ever D tackles to ever be draftable in the modern era was this past year. Like, just everything, you know, it was just a bad roll, bad hand. You know, every once in a while you're dealt a bad hand in life, and you know, you just gotta make the most of it. So, you know, yeah, it sucked. I remember like not receiving a phone call and being like, yeah, you know what? I knew I was gonna get an opportunity, and I have an opportunity now, and I'm using it. So,
it's not how you get here; it's what you do once you're here.
Oh yeah.
A few wild card topics now for Howard Cross. You are Howard Cross the third. If you have a son at some point, will he be Howard the fourth?
I would believe so. I'm sure I'm 20. Am I 23 right now? 24. I probably. Yeah, I got a couple of years before I think about that. Got a couple of years for that one, but yeah, probably. I would assume so. Yeah, I think so.
You have a twin sister.
I do.
Bella. Do you have similar likes and dislikes?
We're basically the same person. I'm not going to lie to you. She would hate that I would say that if you're listening to this, Bella. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're basically the same person. We like the same things. Like, I mean, again, we grew up, like, we were in the same friend group growing up. Like, you know, like, I'm a nerd. Like, I read comic books and superheroes and anime, all that stuff, and she does the exact same thing. So yeah, we're basically the same person.
I have a Notre Dame hot take for you. Okay. Here goes. Rudy is a terrible movie. He is an annoying whiner. Did I just offend you? Have you seen Rudy?
I don't know if I should answer this question.
Feel free to agree.
I'm not a fan of the movie, and I do know the true story of Rudy.
Yes.
That is all I will say about that. I'm not a fan of the movie, you know. I'm sure he was a nice guy. I've never had the opportunity to meet him, but I know the truth. I've heard from other players and coaches who have been a part of the team that I know the true story of Rudy, and that is, you know, that's all I'll say.
The movie is very embellished. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Aside from football, do you have any talents?
Cooking is definitely my biggest thing. Like I love cooking. I always kind of say, this is a real fun fact I really think about, that if I didn't play football and like I had enough money in the world where I could choose any job I want to be, I would be like a 5-star culinary chef from like a crazy Michelin star restaurant. I just think it's really cool. You know, I like cooking. I like the way it smells. I like doing stuff with my hands. I like kind of creating art that way, and I don't know, I think that stuff is amazing, you know. So yeah, if I never played football and I was able to have any job in the world, I would definitely be a culinary chef.
All right, gourmet chef Howard Cross III. Final question, this one's a little bit deep. If you could meet anybody in history, living or deceased, who would that person be?
So I have a family member and I have a genuine answer. The genuine answer would be Ali. And just, I don't know, just watching interviews and just like, I just want to be able to meet somebody like that, and just like, cause you know, my entire life, I overthink a lot of things, you know, but just like somebody who radiates like confidence constantly, like no matter who he's talking to, faced with literally like being at one point being public enemy number 1 of the country, and really getting on live TV and doing what he does best. And it's just all, like, anytime like I listen to anything he says, I just think it's amazing. And then like family wise, would probably be my great grandfather Archie Cross. So it's that family member where like you don't, like, there's not a lot of pictures, you don't know, but it's just legends. Like apparently he was like back, my great grandfather, so I was back in Alabama a long time ago, but like he was I think the strongest wrestler in the state or something like that. He like was, legend has it, he was wrestling bears and he was like throwing hay bales. He was able to like take on and beat 3 people at once in wrestling. Like I just hear legends about this guy, and I think that would be the coolest thing ever to be able to meet him.
This has been great. Really appreciate your time. You're having an excellent camp. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Dan and Howard Cross, man. I tell you, this young man's been exposed to all aspects of football through his dad in the NFL, and it's truly part of his DNA. He understands the NFL stands for not for long for most players, and life after football matters, which includes academics, and that landed him at Notre Dame. I tell you what, a great place to go to school, and I'm sure his dad may have wanted him to go in the other direction, but he did go there and got his degree, and industrial and product design, so good for him on that. Having played for Al Golden, he understands his philosophy, and that had to help him walking through the Bengals front door as a free agent, trying to make this team. And if you noticed, the joy in his reflection on the BCS National Championship game and how surreal it was, I agree, what a way to go out. You can hear he was disappointed in how the draft happened, but he understands, more than most, he was going to get an advantage even if he didn't get drafted via free agency, and he plans on taking full advantage of the situation. And as a would-be chef, let's hope he has the right ingredients to succeed in the NFL and add depth to the Bengals' defensive line, because they have loaded up there, but you can never have enough quality guys up there when you think about Murphy, Slayton, and Hill and the rest. Back with more. Countdown to kickoff right here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Bengals fans, stop by the all-new Jungle Zone, powered by the Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers before each game this season. Live music and family-friendly games makes this the perfect pregame location for fans of all ages. For more information, check out Bengals.com/Jungle Zone. Hooday!
Attention Hamilton County military and veterans. Hamilton County Veterans Services and the County Commissioners invite you and your families to the 2025 Appreciation Day event at Sawyer Point this Saturday from 2 to 10 p.m. It's a day to celebrate you for your service. Enjoy music, family activities, a resource fair, food, fireworks, and more. Register and learn more at hcvsc.org/appreciation. That's hcvsc.org/appreciation. We'll see you there.
Bengals fans, a limited number of single-game tickets are available for all home games this season.
Be part of one of the most exciting atmospheres in sports. There is nothing like experiencing Bengals football live in Paycor Stadium.
Avoid those high fees on the secondary market. Go to Bengals.com/tickets and grab your seats before they're gone. Come rule the jungle with us.
Hooray! Covering the Bengals from the inside out with the Dana Report. Here's the Athletics' Paul Dana Jr.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff on the Bengals Radio Network. Wayne Boxbiller, glad to have you aboard, and he covers the Bengals for the Athletic and hosts the Growler podcast. Always my pleasure to welcome to the show Paul Dana Jr. How are you, brother?
Doing great. How are you, Box?
Doing fantastic, man. Let's jump right into it. A lot of people were waiting on him to get on the practice field, and once he did, boy, the eyes, the ears, and the conversation really intensified around Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, it was a thought of what is he going to look like? How quickly can he get acclimated? And he looks all right. He looks like he's acclimating all right. There's no doubt about that. The thing is, though, that's impressed me so far, and he's inevitably going to be judged by the plays that he makes, how disruptive he can be, how much havoc he can create from the defensive line position. But what has impressed me is now we're talking about Shamar Stewart as a guy who is saying and doing all of the right things. Considering where we were 3 weeks ago, what an impressive narrative flip it's been from Shamar Stewart. It's, okay, yeah, you have the mistake where you end up hitting Joe Burrow in a practice. Well, you handle it right. You go up, you apologize to Joe. He says it's okay. Just do it on Sundays. You take a timeout that day. You don't talk in the locker room so you can compose yourself and say the right things. He says all the right things. He's taking coaching from Jerry Montgomery. You see him using it out there on the field. He's not talking about trying to be a starter or any of that stuff. He's focused on just getting better every day and acknowledging that he's not where he needs to be a starter yet. He has to keep getting better. When you hear that coming from a young guy, considering where we were not too long ago, I've been as impressed with Shamar Stewart with the way he's handled his business as the way that he has played when he's been on the field for his business.
Paul, I agree, and I think he caught people off guard before he got here, because I like a lot of what he said before he got here. He was very candid and very frank, and I think sometimes people don't like people that are candid, but yet everyone says they want people to tell them the truth. Let's look at Noah Fant. He is the quiet big story of the night.
Yeah, I think everybody will talk about a lot of the stars and the defense and right guard and all that's fair, but the Bengals really want to use Noah Fant to help their offense, and in terms of their tight end room is very polarizing in a way. You have Drew Sample, the blocker. You have Mike Gesicki and Tanner Hudson as your more receiving types. They need somebody in the middle, and they've tried to kind of, Noah Fant, they've said the old he's drinking through the fire hose situation. Well, it was all based towards getting him out there and really implemented and seeing what it looks like tonight. And how that goes, how quickly he can look comfortable and start developing chemistry with Joe Burrow can go a long way to tell them about how quickly he can really be used in week 1, week 2, week 3 as they get this thing going. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on Noah Fant tonight.
Well, we'll also keep an eye on that defensive line, and specifically you're looking at the defensive tackle depth.
Yeah, I think it's a question that probably not enough people are talking about on this roster right now. Is somebody back there needs to kind of step up, whether you're talking about Howard Cross or any number of these young guys that are in the back end of this defensive tackle room. You know, McKinley Jackson's kind of trying to fight his way back up the depth chart a little bit. They could use an infusion of something there, whether it's somebody having a big game tonight to give a little bit more confidence, or maybe that ends up coming from the outside on a waiver wire day. But either way, they need something to happen to give them a little bit more confidence in the back of that room. I think they like what they're seeing at the front of it right now, but in the back of it, as the third and fourth quarter are going on tonight, keep an eye on the defensive tackles.
Will do. Paul Dana Jr., thank you so much, my brother.
Have a good one, Box.
All right, thank you. The 2025 season is off and running. Game number 2 up next. Dan Horde and Dave Lapham with the call up next. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and Washington Commanders right here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
This August, Lincoln Heights is coming together to show that hate has no home here. Join us for the Lincoln Heights Day Parade, Saturday, August 30th, starting at 10 a.m. Then keep the celebration going at the Lincoln Heights Day of Love, Sunday, August 31st, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Memorial Field. Enjoy the music, food, fun, and community. Learn more at theheightsmovement.org, because in Lincoln Heights, love always wins. There are no limits. We are the Heights.
Join Dave Lapham and Dan Howard Friday afternoons from 3 to 6 p.m. on ESPN 1530 throughout the regular season for Bengals Pep Rally, presented by Just Fair Chicken. For more information, go to Bengals.com/listen.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Bengals tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bengals.
There are lots of ways to make Skyline part of your game plan. You can pregame with friends in 5 ways at your favorite Skyline, or carry out conies to crush during the game. And Skyline is the only place for post-game Cholitos and chili cheese fries. Football, basketball, baseball, or soccer, high school, college, or pro, doesn't matter. Game time is always a good time for Skyline. So get your game face on and get your Skyline game plan together. Feeling good? It's Skyline time.
This is the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Burrow ready, catches the shotgun snap. He's in trouble, throws off his back foot. Higgins makes the catch. Touchdown! Bengals!
Bengals football is brought to you by Paycor, proud to be the official HR software provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Fifth Third Bank, score big with Bengals banking. Visit 53.com to join the roster and earn exclusive perks. Paramount Plus, watch your Bengals this season on the NFL on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus. Want to experience the jungle?
Burrow has the ball. The deep drop. He throws before getting hit. Deep ball for Higgins. He catches it. Touchdown! Bengals!
A limited number of tickets are available for all home games at Bengals.com. Grab yours while tickets remain. This is the Bengals Countdown to Kickoff on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
It is week 2 of the preseason, and for the Cincinnati Bengals starters, it is almost certainly their final tune-up before the regular season opener coming up in 20 days at Cleveland. Tonight, they take on the Washington Commanders on Monday Night Football, and it is time for the pigskin to fly here at Northwest Stadium. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Dan Horde alongside Ring of Honor inductee Dave Lapham. It is great to have you with us for our coverage of Bengals football, and let's get to Laps, keys to the game.
Well, Dan, I'd like to see every phase of the football team, offense, defense, special teams, turn it up a notch. Get better. Be better than they were in the opener. You know, they played well. Didn't win the football game. Obviously, that's the ultimate objective. You play to win the game. Whether it's preseason, regular season, postseason, you know, you're evaluated on wins and losses. Coaches and players, believe me, completely understand that. And I think offensively, they've played well. I think they've done a pretty good job. I mean, they've had their moments where guys have gotten beaten individually, particularly up front in the offensive line, the interior of the offensive line in particular. I'd like to see that have a big improvement tonight, Dan. I'd like to see the interior of the Bengals offensive line, the guard position, specifically right guard and left guard, get it done, get the job done. And everybody that's going to play in tonight's game get the job done. Not just the starters in quarter one. Maybe they'll play that much. Maybe they'll play a quarter. Maybe they won't. But everybody that lines up at the right guard and left guard position, take it upon yourself to beat your opponent. The Washington Commanders defensive tackles, they're good, they're sound, they're solid. They play the game the way it's supposed to be played. You're going to have to step up and play at a high level to compete with these guys. They're out, it's a home game. They want to perform well in front of their hometown fans. You're going to have to up the ante from what they did the week before. And then, obviously at tackle as well, continue to play at a high level, improve, take it up, ratchet it up another notch. They continue to at least maintain the level of performance that you had in week one and hopefully improve upon that level of performance in week two. I think it all starts up front. The offensive line is going to be paramount in terms of performance. If the Cincinnati Bengals want to get to where they're believing that they can get, and it's the offensive line has to get it done. They know that, they understand that, and we'll see how it all unfolds, Dan.
I'm excited to see Noah Fant in uniform for the Cincinnati Bengals for the first time tonight, the former first-round draft pick by the Denver Broncos, who's had some very productive NFL seasons with Denver and Seattle. He was obviously signed as a free agent a few weeks ago. He's been practicing for a couple of weeks, and he will make his preseason debut for the Bengals wearing the number 86 tonight. I would not be the least bit surprised if he catches a Joe Burrow pass on the first or second play of the game.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me either. I think Joe Burrow believes in him. I think that Joe Burrow believes that he is definitely an NFL talent. The organization obviously feels that way. They wouldn't have gone out and gotten him and brought him to the organization. That's the other thing offensively. Will the skill position players, I mean, you've got two of the best receivers in the National Football League, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. They played at an extremely high level last week. Will they continue to play at that level this week, and will others step up at the wide receiver position as well as the tight end position and play to the level that they played at last week?
All right, we'll find out. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the coin toss and the start of tonight's game in just a moment here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
At Kettering Health, we're devoted to you, walking alongside you on your journey to better health. Whether you're battling cancer, overcoming an injury, facing surgery, or just looking for a doctor who truly cares about you, we'll be a shoulder to lean on. We give everything so you can focus on keeping your world turning. Even if the unexpected happens, we're supporting you to be your best. Kettering Health. Find care now at ketteringhealth.org.
From packed stadiums to sold-out shows, Sports Illustrated Tickets puts you at the heart of the action. With over 50 million tickets to sports, concerts, and theater events worldwide, it's your go-to for unforgettable live experiences. Whether it's the 50-yard line, courtside, center stage, or anywhere in between, we've got your seats. Visit sitickets.com or download the app today. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better.
Gear up like the pros at the Bengals Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience. From jerseys and sideline apparel to hats, accessories, and exclusive team merch, the Bengals Pro Shop has everything you need to rep the orange and black. Visit us on the plaza level at Paycor Stadium's north end zone or shop anytime online at shop.bengals.com. Game day or every day, show your stripes in style with great gear from the Bengals Pro Shop. See us today at shop.bengals.com.
Looking for the best internet service? Alta Fiber is the top-rated internet provider in Cincinnati, according to Ookla's speed test results. With speeds up to 3 gig and 99.99% network reliability, Alta Fiber is the easy choice. Don't settle for anything less than the best. For a limited time, get $50 off your first month when you bundle fiber internet and Fioptics Plus TV service for just $30 a month each. Sign up today at altafiber.com.
Set for kickoff tonight between the Bengals and the Washington Commanders here at Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. You know this place is FedEx Field. That was the name for more than 25 years. This is the first year that it's been named Northwest Stadium. That is for Northwest Federal Credit Union. When it opened, it was the biggest stadium in the NFL. It used to seat 91,000. They have shrunk the capacity down to 62,000. The Bengals coin toss captains tonight, Mitch Tinsley, who was on the roster for Washington the last couple of years, and linebacker Joe Giles Harris, who had an interception last week. Let's listen in to the coin toss.
Tails has been called. Tails, Cincinnati's won the toss. Which way you want to kick? Cincinnati won the toss and will receive the opening kickoff. Good luck, gentlemen.
And that's the opening kickoff brought to you by Alta Fiber, the coin toss, won by the Cincinnati Bengals. They will receive the football to start the game. Of course, they will be kicking off to start the second half. Alta Fiber, a great sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals game for many years.
Well, on the bus ride over to the stadium, we had a torrential downpour here in the Washington, D.C. area tonight when the Bengals arrived at the stadium. Light rain falling. Now that we are close to kickoff, the weather conditions are great. It's 69 degrees, no rain. Forecast looks good for the remainder of the evening. Little bit of wind tonight, about 9 miles an hour. The Bengals are wearing white jerseys, black pants with orange stripes on the side, white socks, and the iconic orange tiger striped helmet. The Washington Commanders wearing burgundy jerseys, or maroon if you prefer, gold pants, burgundy socks, burgundy helmets with a big gold W on each side.
And boy, Dan, the weather is perfect. What a gem. A gem of a night, really. It might mist here and there. Boy, players cannot complain about the weather tonight. If for whatever reason individually their performance isn't up to snuff, it certainly won't be because of the weather.
Matt Gay getting ready to kick off for Washington, the former Indianapolis Colts kicker who was signed as a free agent this past offseason. Charlie Jones and Samaje Perine standing at the 1-yard line looking to return. Washington had more kicks returned against them than any other team in the NFL last year. They were the team least likely to try to blast it through the end zone for a touchback. They were trying to tackle teams inside the 30-yard line.
And let's see, that's a good strategy. Darren Simmons would welcome that. He wants to evaluate his return team, both the returners and the blocking up front to get the returners started. So let's see this. The Washington Commanders do have a very, very good command of the kickoff rules and how to utilize them in their favor. Let's see if Darren Simmons and the kickoff return team can combat that.
That's a good last week for Washington. In its preseason opener, they allowed the opening kick off the game to be run back 100 yards for a touchdown by former Ohio State Buckeye Travion Henderson.
Nice.
That'd be good.
Plus one tonight. Get a
Come on, Charlie.
Yeah. 7-0 lead, 10 seconds in the game. That dog can hunt it all day, every day.
Washington looking to rebound after getting destroyed in that preseason game against the Patriots. 48-18 was the final score, a 30-point loss.
When you get almost a half a hundy hung on you, I don't care if it's preseason, I don't care if it's backyard football, man, that's a whooping, man. You took it.
Matt Gay's kick, very short, fielded on the run at the 13 by Charlie Jones, races behind Samaje Perine and makes it all the way up to the 40-yard line. They might give him the 41. Great momentum by Charlie Jones to catch that on the run, and he carried it 32 yards on the run back.
I agree with you, Dan. He hit that hole, man. He was humming when he got to the line where the blockers were performing for him, and they performed admirably. Everybody did a good job. Everybody had a hat on a hat.
Orlando Brown Jr., Dylan Fairchild, Ted Karras, Lucas Patrick, and Amarius Mims, the offensive line for the Bengals to begin the game. The first play is an inside handoff. Chase Brown running up the gut along the right side hash marks, and he picks up 3 yards.
Watching the Commanders pretty much up to the task on that first run. Interesting that the Bengals decided to run the ball between the tackles and watch these guards work. Front side and back side. Can you get moving on the front side? Can you cut people off on the back side?
Double tight ends in for Cincinnati. Noah Fant to the left, Drew Sample to the right. Mike Gesicki still out with a hamstring injury. Out of a pistol formation, Sample goes in motion. Burrow throws, caught behind the line by Chase Brown, accelerates and gets close to the 50. He stopped short of the first down by a couple of yards, and the Bengals will be looking at third down and about 2. Safety Quan Martin making the tackle.
Quan Martin did a good job. Drew Sample came in motion across the backfield and turned it up right as the ball was snapped and picked up the Washington Redskin defender and played off that block very well. It was one-on-one in space. Defense won that battle.
Samaje Perine in at running back. Tanner Hudson and Andre Yosivash are on the field for the first time. Burrow straight back to throw. Swings it out to the left. A sliding attempt by Tanner Hudson. He makes the catch, and he's just past the line to gain for a Bengals first down.
Tanner Hudson, he's got Joe Burrow's full confidence. Joe Burrow likes to throw to Tanner Hudson. He likes the way he runs his routes. He likes the way he presents himself as an open and available target. Are they going to review this? Nope. What are they doing? They are.
They saying no catch on the sliding attempt by Tanner Hudson. Looks like that's the case. So originally ruled a completion, but now looks like it's no longer a first down catch.
That might be challenged. If they can.
So that makes it fourth. Yeah, it's 4th down and 3, and the Bengals are going to go for it close to midfield. They might not do this in a regular season game,
right?
But they will do it here. Chase and Yosivash out to the left. Tanner Hudson and T. Higgins out to the right. Burrow waits for the shotgun snap from Ted Karras. On 4th down and 3, Chase Brown lines up to the left of Burrow. Joe with a long count. We'll see if the Bengals are just trying to draw Washington offside on 4th and 3. And sure enough, it worked.
Got him.
Dylan Fairchild thrust his right arm in the air as Frankie Louvu came early and made contact with the Bengals left guard.
Great job by Fairchild. He just he stood
Future
in
zone infraction number 4 of the defense. The 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
He stood in there, and you know you're going to get smoked, and that's not something that you enjoy doing necessarily when you're an offensive lineman. If you do draw a defensive player offside, you know you're going to take a shot, but it's all for the good of the team.
So an 8-year vet, Frankie Louvu, commits a costly penalty for Washington. The Bengals line up in an I formation on 1st down and 10. They hand it off to Chase Brown. He follows Drew Sample into the hole, and he runs down to about the 40-yard line of Washington. Javon Kinlaw making the tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup for Chase Brown.
And the big reason for that 6-yard pickup was excellence on the backside. The backside did a good job of washing everything away. Front side did a fine job coming off the line of scrimmage, and they got it started, but that lane on the backside was big.
2nd and 4 at the Washington 40. Ball's close to the left hash. Higgins motions from right to left. Burrow throws, caught over the middle. Jamar Chase with the catch, and he'll pick up a first down for Cincinnati. He gains 11. Luvu and Marshawn Lattimore combining for the stop as the Bengals are methodically driving, looking to score a touchdown for the third time in as many drives with their starting offense on the field this preseason.
Commanders are playing a zone defense, and the linebackers get pretty good drops. I mean, they get good depth in their drops. Joe Burrow too good, though. He was better than the defense.
1st and 10 at the 29 of Washington. Burrow in the gun, Chase Brown to his left. Joe looks to pass. He flings it high and deep. Chase goes up at the 5. The pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty flag down as Noah Igbenogany made early contact.
Too bad, Noah.
Pass interference. Number 6, defense. Ball will be placed. Spotted foul. Automatic first down.
So the Bengals have entered the Miami University red zone. They have it 1st and goal after the penalty on Igbenogany.
Igbenogany with the coverage, too handsy. Got his hands on Jamar Chase even before he went vertical. Big key on that, Chase Brown. Great blitz pickup.
1st and goal from the 4. Double tight ends in for Cincinnati. They both line up to the right. Now Hudson goes in motion. Burrow drops back, looks to throw, passes into the end zone, incomplete, intended for Tanner Hudson. Coming in on a slant from the right with safety Will Harris in coverage.
That's a pretty good throw there by Joe Burrow. It gave Tanner Hudson a great opportunity at that football, and Tanner Hudson will probably tell you, I should catch that. That's on me. My quarterback believes in me. He gave me a chance. I got to come up with that football somehow.
Hudson had 2 touchdown catches last week, one from Joe Burrow, one from Desmond Ridder. First Bengal to have 2 touchdown catches in a preseason game in more than 25 years. Now a timeout is called by Washington.
Got to talk it over. Think it over. What is Zach Taylor going to do? What formation is he going to run? How many receivers will he have out on the football field in the low red zone? How many tight ends will he have on the football field in the low red zone? If you go load up with the tight ends, anything's possible. Can run it, can pass it with the tight ends in the passing game.
Does not get in. He's close. He's down to about the 1, where it'll be 3rd down and goal.
So the Bengals coaching staff once again, okay, let's go. Interior of the offensive line. We ran it up the gut, out in the field of play. But let's see what we got. Let's see if we cut the mustard here in the red zone and the low red zone. Let's hammer it up in there and see if we can move the Washington Commanders off the ball.
Ball spotted at the 2, so 3rd down and goal from the 2. Burrow under center. Joe drops back, looks right, nobody open, throws left, it is caught, but it's caught short of the goal line. Drew Sample with the catch. He is tackled at the 1, and I would imagine the Bengals will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quan Martin kept Drew Sample out of the end zone.
I agree with you, Dan. I think they'll go for it as well. I don't know about that route. I mean, it was an over route, tight end cross route, and Drew Sample. And, I think by design, you want to get into the end zone while you're running that route. So if you make a catch, it's a touchdown.
4th and goal from the 1. Burrow in the shotgun, Chase Brown to his left. 3 receivers go out to the wide side right. Burrow waits for the football. He has it. He hands it off to Chase Brown, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Bengals touchdown.
Nice job up front. Nice job by Chase Brown getting his pads underneath everybody. Low man wins, particularly when you're in the low red zone. If you get your pads under the opponent, you can burrow your way over the goal line into the end zone, just like Chase Brown did.
Boy, that was close.
Yeah, the tip of the ball, all it has to do, the tip of the ball has to just cross the tip, the front of the goal line. And I think it did, and the officials agree.
Yeah, his body didn't, but the ball did.
Yeah.
He had it out in front of his chest. And so the Bengals starting offense has been on the field for 3 preseason possessions and scored 3 touchdowns.
That was a good time-consuming drive there, too.
Here comes the extra point from Evan McPherson. He was perfect last week in Philly, and his PAT is good. A 58-yard touchdown drive to begin the game for Cincinnati with a couple of fourth down conversions. One on a penalty, and then the TD on 4th and goal from the 1. We'll take a timeout. 10:48 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Bengals is the score, and this is the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hi, Kevin St. Clair here with my wife, Alyssa St. Clair.
After 3 generations, we're proud to say that we are over 70 years strong.
We're just one big family, so give us a call and let us show you why we are your home's trusted problem solvers.
Ray St. Clair Roofing. The easiest way to shop for an engagement ring is right here in Cincinnati. Richter & Phillips Jewelers has the Midwest's largest selection of loose diamonds, GIA certified diamonds, lifetime diamond upgrades, free 12-month ring insurance, and more. With more diamonds means more options at Richter & Phillips Jewelers.
Keep your summer fun going in a new Toyota Camry, America's best-selling car. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. Now through September 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on any new 25 Camry. Or lease a new Camry LE for just $279 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Want the inside scoop on your Cincinnati Bengals? Get exclusive access to the Bengals Booth podcast, hosted by Dan Horde, the voice of the Bengals. Every week we bring you the latest news, expert analysis, and game recaps you won't hear anywhere else. Hear from Bengals players, coaches, and special guests as we break down every play and key moment of the season. Whether it's post-game breakdowns or insider info, Bengals Booth keeps you in the loop. Don't miss a single episode. Listen to Bengals Booth podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
United Electric has served the tri-state area for more than 60 years. For all your commercial and industrial electrical needs, call Rick Rebholz at 513-383-7547 or visit us online at unitedeldc.com.
First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Bengals won the toss, took the ball, and promptly marched 58 yards on 9 plays. It took 4 minutes and 12 seconds. The touchdown coming on a 1-yard run on 4th and goal by Chase Brown. A couple of very costly penalties against Washington on the drive. Frankie Louvu jumping offside on 4th and 3. Then a 25-yard pass interference penalty on Noah Igbenogany. Gave the Bengals 1st and goal at the 4. Those details brought to you by ProLink. Together, they'll help you find your next job. Apply at ProLinkWorks.com.
Chase Brown, 16 yards on 5 carries. Not a dazzling yards per carry average, 3.1. But he rushed for that touchdown. He ran the ball very, very effectively, and he ran hard.
McPherson's kick fielded near the goal line by Demetric Felton, a former Bengals practice squatter. He crosses the 25 and gets to the 26, and that's where the Commanders' first drive of the game will begin. Shaka Hayward with a kick coverage tackle.
Let's see if the Bengals defense can step up. You got a 7-0 lead. The best thing you can do right now is make the Washington Commanders go 1, 2, 3 and out. Get the football back to your offense. That needs to, iron out some kinks still. But they, in spite of themselves and some of the mistakes they made, penalties and all, they did drive for the touchdown.
First-round draft pick Shamar Stewart starts at defensive end tonight. The first play is a reverse, and this is Deebo Samuel running for a first down and more. He crosses the 40 and gains 19 yards. Joseph Osai running down the former San Francisco 49er. Deebo Samuel to make the tackle.
Little trickeration to start the game off. They brought Deebo Samuel in motion, and they had a back in the backfield, faked the handoff to him. The ball had already been given off to Deebo Samuel.
Jaden Daniels is the quarterback. Chris Rodriguez at running back. They give it to him. Runs through a gigantic hole. He's down the right sideline. And Tyson Anderson saves the touchdown, shoving Rodriguez out of bounds at the 15. A 40-yard run on the second snap for Washington after Philly had a 38-yard run on its opening drive last week.
Boy, I'll tell you what, answer? How about right up the gut for 40 yards? That's an answer. That'll get your attention if you're a defensive player for the Bengals.
An abysmal start for Cincinnati's defense. 2 big plays for Washington. Daniels hands it off to Rodriguez, and this time he'll be tackled after a 1-yard gain at the 14-yard line. Cincinnati's front four tonight, I mentioned Shamar Stewart getting the start. TJ Slayton, Chris Jenkins, and Joseph Osai, the other guys up front.
It has to be at least mildly concerning. And like you said, Dan, a run busted for 40, a run busted for 36. I mean, really, in the first period, first quarter of both football games, that's a trend you don't want to set.
Logan Wilson and Demetrius Knight are the starting linebackers. Shotgun snap. Daniels with time. Now forced to scramble. Runs for the 10, the 5, touchdown. Pinballing his way through traffic for a 14-yard touchdown run.
Tell you what, he's clever. I'm telling you, he's a lot of the more talented quarterbacks in the National Football League now have unbelievable threat with their feet as well as their arm, and they can hurt you many ways. He hurt you there on the ground. Found a lane, said I'm going to abuse it, and he abused it all the way into the end zone.
He was the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year last year, and he ran for 891 yards in addition to what he did with his right arm. That's a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it took all of 4 plays. Matt Gay's extra point, good. And we are tied at 7. We'll take a timeout. 8:57 left in the first quarter. 7-all the score on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Join Ralph's American Grill Friday, September 12th for our second annual End of Summer Bash, featuring a sunset drone and fireworks display. Families can enjoy live music, food trucks, bike night, and a motorcycle show, along with a dedicated kids activity zone. This event also includes raffles, door prizes, and dozens of local vendor booths. Our drone display boasts 350 combined aerial units presented by Rozzy Fireworks. Learn more about our upcoming events and monthly specials at ralphsgrill.com. Keep your summer fun going in a new Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now through September 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 25 RAV4 or 5.99 on RAV4 Hybrid. Excludes plug-ins. Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $309 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Attention Hamilton County military and veterans. Hamilton County Veterans Services and the County Commissioners invite you and your families to the 2025 Appreciation Day event at Sawyer Point this Saturday from 2 to 10 p.m. It's a day to celebrate you for your service. Enjoy music, family activities, a resource fair, food, fireworks, and more. Register and learn more at hcvsc.org/appreciation. That's hcvsc.org/appreciation. We'll see you there.
Catch up on all the highlights and expert analysis with Dave Lapham and Lance McAllister on Bengals Line. Monday nights from 6 to 9. Visit Bengals.com/listen for more information.
Fifth Third Better means your hometown bank partnering with your hometown team, the Cincinnati Bengals. To learn more, visit 53.com/Bengals. Well, I'm sure Fifth Third loves partnering with the Bengals offense, what they showed on their first drive. But the Bengals defense, 4 plays, 74 yards, give them a touchdown in a minute and 51 seconds. Come on, man. You got to do better than that.
Very similar to last week. The Bengals scored a touchdown on their opening drive, and the defense surrendered a 75-yard touchdown drive last week. This time it's 74 yards. And on that drive, there were 3 runs of 14 or more yards. A 14, a 19, and a 40. All on the ground.
That's ridiculous. That's inexcusable. I mean, that can't happen in the National Football League.
This kick is going to bounce, picked up on one hop by Samaje Perine. He throws his left shoulder into a defender and plows him over, but that defender did manage to get Samaje to the ground around the 23-yard line.
Well, that's the biggest contact, the most contact so far in this football game. Maybe that'll be a little bit of a wake-up call, a little motivator for the rest of the Bengals offensive and defensive players on the sideline. Got to have a wake-up call, get after it. The Washington Commanders are ready to play tonight.
Joe Burrow still in at quarterback, but Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are no longer in at wide receiver. Andre Yosivas and Mitch Tinsley are the wide receivers. Out of a pistol formation, it's a handoff to Pirine. And after that jarring collision on the kick return, he doesn't go to the ground this time. He runs to about the 26, a gain of 3. Ale Cajol making the tackle for Washington.
Well, the interesting concept there, a run up the middle. They pulled 2 tight ends. Actually, one was in motion, Drew Sample. Then they pulled Noah Fant behind him, kind of like a little counteraction. They both turned it up inside between the guards to lead Pirine up the hole.
Fant remains in. Sample is out. Charlie Jones is in as the Bengals have gone with 3 wide receivers. Taj Brooks lines up wide to the left. Here's a short throw. It's caught by Yosivas. There's a penalty flag down. Andre picks up the necessary yardage for a first down, but it's coming back.
Yeah, the Bengals have the proper number of men up on the line of scrimmage.
Offside, number 25, offense, 5-yard penalty, replay, second down.
So that was Taj Brooks lining up as the widest receiver to the left, and his helmet leaning forward was over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there's a neutral zone there, right at the football. Either side, both tips of the football. The football itself is a neutral zone right there at the line of scrimmage, and he had his helmet and chin in that neutral zone.
So that wiped out a first down connection to Andre Yosivas. Taj Brooks stays in the game. He lines up at running back to the left of Joe Burrow. Joe in the gun, and he'll look to throw. Burrow from the pocket. Lobs a screen, and an attempted one-handed catch by Taj Brooks is unsuccessful. It falls incomplete, and it's 3rd down and 12.
You know, the Bengals tonight performance so far, I think inconsistent would be a word to describe it. It'd be a kind word, I think. And, there's other words I could use, but I don't really want to use them on radio right now with younger listeners. But boy, I'll tell you what, too many penalties, too many missed assignments, extremely inconsistent performance so far.
Tinsley and Jones out to the right. Andre Yosivas out to the left. Tanner Hudson also in the game. Burrow catches a shotgun snap for protection. Breaks down. Burrow runs, spins around. Now going backward to the 10. He's in trouble, and he will be sacked inside the 5-yard line.
Wow.
They'll mark him down at the 4.
Well, Joe trying to make something out of nothing. Probably would have been wise to at some point during that journey as he was serpentining around to throw the ball past the line of scrimmage and take the incompletion. But being the competitor that he was trying to make a play, keep it alive, and get the ball down the field.
A 17-yard sack. Now Ryan Rico is in to punt. Jalen Lane, who has great speed, stands near the 50. The snap is chest high. Rico gets off the punt. Lane moving backward near the sideline, catches at the Washington 45. Runs into Bengals territory and gets tackled around the Cincinnati 44. A 51-yard punt by Ryan Rico, an 11-yard run back by Jalen Lane. Drew Sample making the tackle, and it'll be a good drive start for the Washington Commanders. We have a timeout, 6:45 left here in the first quarter. 7-7 the score on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
From packed stadiums to sold-out shows, Sports Illustrated Tickets puts you at the heart of the action. With over 50 million tickets to sports, concerts, and theater events worldwide, it's your go-to for unforgettable live experiences. Whether it's the 50-yard line, courtside, center stage, or anywhere in between, we've got your seats. Visit sitickets.com or download the app today. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better.
Looking for the best internet service? Alta Fiber is the top-rated internet provider in Cincinnati, according to Ookla's speed test results. With speeds up to 3 gig and 99.99% network reliability, Alta Fiber is the easy choice. Don't settle for anything less than the best. For a limited time, get $50 off your first month when you bundle fiber internet and Fioptics Plus TV service for just $30 a month each. Sign up today at altafiber.com.
Gear up like the pros at the Bengals Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience. From jerseys and sideline apparel to hats, accessories, and exclusive team merch, the Bengals Pro Shop has everything you need to rep the orange and black. Visit us on the plaza level at Paycor Stadium's north end zone or shop anytime online at shop.bengals.com. Game day or every day, show your stripes in style with great gear from the Bengals Pro Shop. See us today at shop.bengals.com.
At Kettering Health, we're devoted to you, walking alongside you on your journey to better health. Whether you're battling cancer, overcoming an injury, facing surgery, or just looking for a doctor who truly cares about you, we'll be a shoulder to lean on. We give everything so you can focus on keeping your world turning. Even if the unexpected happens, we're supporting you to be your best. Kettering Health. Find care now at ketteringhealth.org.
Cincinnati 7, Washington 7. We're about midway through the first quarter, 6:45 to go. Jaden Daniels started the game at quarterback for the Commanders, led the team on a 4-play, 74-yard touchdown drive that he ended with a 14-yard touchdown run. He just trotted into the locker room wearing a winter hat. Yeah. He has been replaced by 39-year-old Josh Johnson, a former Cincinnati Bengal. He wears the number 14. That's appropriate because he has played for an NFL record 14 teams. Washington has the ball in Cincinnati territory. The first play is a handoff, and it's going to pick up about 5 yards. Bill Krosky Merritt on the run. His real first name is Jacory. He goes by Bill, and he has been...
We now break away from the Bengals preseason game for Cincinnati Reds baseball on 700 WLW. The following is a special sports presentation on 700 WLW. This is Cincinnati Reds baseball.
That's way back. It's gone. Oh my goodness, what a catch.
And 16th in Manhattan, August 23rd in Brooklyn and the Bronx. From biking and walking to art and music, come and celebrate Summer Street like never before. Visit nyc.gov/Summer Street for more details.
Punt from out of the back of the end zone. Nice little return from Jalen Lane. Jaden Daniels will not.
8-yard line. Josh Newton makes the tackle after the catch by Jalen Lane. It's a 12-yard pickup.
Well, they're 1 for 1 throwing the football for 12 yards because Jalen Daniels never threw the ball. No passes on the night. He did have that one rush for 14 yards and a touchdown. So super efficient in the running game, averaging 14 yards per lug in a score.
Bengals still have their starting defense on the field. Josh Johnson catches a high snap. It's a handoff, and look out. Off to the races, and on his way into the end zone is Bill Krosky Merritt. 27 yards, and the Bengals' run defense could not be any worse in the first quarter of this game.
No, they're giving up about 100 yards a carry. I mean, it really is crazy. They have been gashed. They have been stomped. They have been, I don't know, pick an adjective. I mean, they've been beaten silly. There's no doubt about it. The Washington Commanders have taken control of the line of scrimmage, and they're not going to give it up. They've already rushed for 100 yards. 106 yards rushing. First quarter's got 5 minutes and 36 seconds left.
On 6 carries.
Ridiculous.
Here comes the extra point by Gay. It is good. So the Bengals starting defense has been on the field for 4 preseason possessions, surrendered 3 touchdowns and a field goal.
Unbelievable. They gave up 17.7 yards per rush. 106 rushes for Washington. And they have gashed them for big, big plays.
We'll take a timeout. 5:36 remaining here in the first quarter. It is Washington 14, Cincinnati 7 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
A Fifth Third Better means we always put in 166.7% more effort.
Stats, huh? So you can play that game. In 2022, the Bengals broke their attendance record with over 67,000 fans.
Fifth Third gives you no hidden fees and free checking.
The Bengals won the game with the coldest wind chill ever, negative 59 degrees.
Fifth Third makes banking easy from the moment you sign up.
The Bengals are easy to cheer for.
Hooray! This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC. Visit 53.com/momentum for more information, including product restrictions and details.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Bengals fans, the jungle awaits. Now's the time to join the Bengals season ticket wait list.
Claim your place on the wait list for just $150 per seat. You'll get first priority to purchase Bengals season tickets when they become available. Plus, get first access to single game tickets and playoff tickets while supplies last.
Some things are worth the wait. Join the season ticket wait list today and rule the jungle with us. Visit Bengals.com or call the Bengals ticket hotline at 513-621-8383.
Great coaches don't get buried in paperwork. They develop players. But many managers spend less than 10% of their time coaching teams. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave all things HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR and payroll software handles it all, from recruiting and onboarding to compliance and payroll, so leaders can drive business results. Just like the Bengals coaches here at Paycor Stadium, your managers should be coaching, not switching between disconnected HR systems. Learn more at Paycor.com.
Washington leads Cincinnati 14-7, 5:36 left in the first quarter. Washington is averaging 16.9 yards per offensive play, and they've mostly been runs.
Yeah.
This kickoff fielded at the 11 by Samaje Perine, charges up the far side numerals, makes it to the 30, and gets tackled there.
Like you said, Dan, I mean, almost 17 yards of play. One completion. They're 1 for 1 on the day for 12 yards. 7 rushes for 106 yards. 8 plays total, that is, for 118 yards, averaging out 16.9. That is ludicrous. That's ridiculous. Can't have it.
Joe Burrow's still in there for Cincinnati. We were told the starters would play about the same as last week, which was 1 quarter. So Burrow in for at least one more series. I'm guessing this will probably be it. Out of a pistol, he hands it off to Taj Brooks. Nice jump cut to the right after he started running to the left, and he runs to the 36 for a 6-yard pickup. Nickel corner Noah Igbenogany making the tackle.
Another little misdirection, a slight misdirection, pulling a lineman anyway. You know, down blocking one way, pull a lineman behind those down block. And nice little move, good vision. And as you described, Dan, that jump cut was pretty extraordinary. I mean, he changed direction in a heartbeat.
5 minutes to go, first quarter. Cincinnati down 14-7 after the Bengals scored first. Second down and 4. The Bengals at their own 36. Burrow with a quick pass. Swings it out to the right flat. And Taj Brooks does not get back to the line of scrimmage. He's tackled for a 1-yard loss by safety Percy Butler. It's third down and 5.
What a great job Percy Butler did in space. I mean, he had to fight off the block of Drew Sample and then make the tackle. And he did it. I mean, there was a lot of real estate there to take advantage of. And two Bengal players, a blocker and a runner with the football under his arm, could not do better or defeat one commander.
Samaje Perine in as a great pass protector on third down and 5. The Bengals at their own 35. Burrow with a short drop, throws over the middle, caught by a wide open Andre Yosivash. And the former Princeton Tiger makes it to the 49-yard line for a 19-yard gain and a first down.
Man, he got tomahawk chopped during the course of that tackle, taken to the ground. Washington Commanders being very physical. They're doing more of the hitting out there. That ball was thrown on time and exceptionally accurate. Yossi makes the play.
Bobby Price with that tomahawk chop that you described. Bengals have a first down at their own 49. Brooks is the running back off the right hip of Burrow. They hand it off to the rookie out of Texas Tech. He spins forward for a decent gain, but there's a penalty flag behind the offensive line.
Holding coming back. Unfortunate. Now you find yourself in first and a bunch.
Holding, number 64, offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
They got Ted Karras at the center position, reaching out and touching someone, grabbing someone, and not letting go.
Lap, let's talk about the play of rookie third-round draft pick Dylan Fairchild. The folks at PFF graded him as one of the top guards in the NFL in the first week of the preseason.
How about that?
I believe he's number 4 among guards.
That's a nice start to your NFL career.
1st and 20. Burrow fakes to Taj Brooks, swings it toward the left sideline. Charlie Jones unable to make the catch, and it's 2nd and 20.
Boy, that was one of those deals where you wish you had handed it off. Taj Brooks, I know the Washington Commanders defense, when they see he doesn't have the football, they kind of ease off on that aspect of things. But man, before they eased off, there was a gaping hole. If he was given the football, he probably would have picked up at least 10.
2nd down and 20. The Bengals at their own 39-yard line. Burrow catches a shotgun snap, looks left, scans the field, under pressure. He is tackled and sacked. The ball comes out. There's a penalty flag down. Dietrich Wise with the sack. The fumble's recovered by Cincinnati.
Face mask? I wonder. I wonder when he got grabbed and
horse
spun
collar?
around. Yeah, horse collar, face mask, something of that ilk. Going to protect the quarterback, no question about it. It's being discussed.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, number 91 of the defense. The quarterback was outside the pocket. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So the Bengals catch a break. Instead of being 3rd and forever, they get a first down on the horse collar penalty on Dietrich Wise. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow has been sacked twice, and this is what you are desperately hoping to avoid when you play him in the preseason.
Absolutely. You get your number ones out there, working with him, protecting him. Protection has not been up to snuff.
Bengals have a first down at the 46 of Washington. Burrow to throw. Pump fakes. Begins scrambling right. Here comes the rush, and he chucks it out of bounds. Thank heavens.
And the protection was fine that snap. He had plenty of time to throw the football. There was no pressure. He did get out of pocket, though. The clock in his head went off, and he decided he better get out of pocket. Couldn't really tell what was coming on his backside, his blind side. But the pass protection has been too inconsistent for the offensive line today, and it's got Joe Burrow a little jittery.
He was 9 for 10 last week. He's just 4 for 9 so far in this game. 2nd down and 10 at the 46 of the Commanders. Cincinnati down 14-7. 2:39 left first quarter. Burrow catches a shotgun snap, hands it off. Taj Brooks going nowhere. Trying to run left. Jalen Rivers is in on the offensive line. He was there as a 6th offensive lineman, and the play gained 3 yards.
Yeah, they loaded up, muscled up, having the extra lineman in a power formation. Big 3rd down right here. The Bengals have been very inconsistent in that area as well. They have not done a good enough job. They've done a better job on 4th down than on 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 at the 43 of Washington. Burrow has 2 receivers out to each side of the formation. Samaje Perine next to him to block. Shotgun snap. Quick throw out to the left. Caught by Tanner Hudson. Grabbed by the left foot and tackled short of the first down. I want to make a quick correction. Jalen Rivers was not a 6th offensive lineman on the previous play. He has replaced Lucas Patrick at right guard.
Now you wonder if that's injury related or ineffective play related. I think it might be more of the injury concern.
I would think so.
Yeah, I think it's not like he was getting smoked snap after snap at the right guard position, but he was physically struggling a little.
4th and 3. The Bengals line up to go for it again. Burrow catches a shotgun snap. Quick pass. Caught by Charlie Jones. Still on his feet. And he runs for the first down to the 25-yard line of Washington. That is the 3rd 4th down conversion in the first quarter for the Bengals, and a 14-yard gain for Chuck Sizzle.
They've struggled on 3rd down, but they have been perfect on 4th down. 4th down has been their money down There is no question about it. Let's see if they can finish this. They're on the cusp of the red zone as we speak.
So the starting guards are both rookies drafted this year. Dylan Fairchild on the left side, Jalen Rivers on the right. 1st and 10 after that 4th down conversion. Burrow's pass caught by Taj Brooks. He'll be tackled just shy of the 20. It was 1st and 10 at the 26. Cahill making the tackle. And the Bengals picked up 4 yards on the play.
Pretty sure tackle in space right there. Could not turn up the football field toward the middle of the football field to pick up additional yards.
3 seconds left in the first quarter. Burrow waits for a shotgun snap, trying to draw Washington offside. The Commanders did not bite, and the first quarter comes to an end. At the end of one, Washington 14, Cincinnati 7. Here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Bengal fans, Bengals luxury suites provide a great view of the action while offering an unparalleled combination of features and amenities. With limited inventory available, visit Bengals.com/suites to get yours today.
Get to Miami Valley Gaming on Saturday, August 30th for a chance to win a Mercedes or $45 grand.
Must be 21. Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-589-9966 or visit org.ohio.gov. Ready to take a break? Visit timeoutohio.com.
It's okay, Daddy's here. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. Josh Allen beat Daddy's team and really went off. When the game ends, Daddy's ranking will fall. And jerk-faced Bill will win Fantasy League trophy and all.
Hon, have a Snickers.
Thanks.
And maybe take a break from the league chat.
You're distracted when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Dang, did I just miss a big play?
Big play? Nah, I just had the perfect bite of a super pretzel.
Perfect bite?
Yeah, you know, the one where the salt collects in the knot and the tangy mustard cools off the warm, soft goodness. No, wait. Now that was the perfect bite.
Where'd you get that?
The super pretzel? Yeah, I picked up a box at my grocer's freezer. Yeah, I like to bring that big game flavor with me everywhere.
I'm thinking about grabbing one.
I'm still thinking about that bite. Super pretzels, soft pretzels.
Second quarter here at Northwest Stadium. The score 14-7. Washington leading Cincinnati. The Bengals have the ball. 2nd down and 6 at the 21-yard line of Washington. Bengals have had a change on the offensive line. Their starting right guard, Lucas Patrick, out. Jalen Rivers replacing him. Just saw that the blue medical tent was up, but I did not see if Lucas Patrick was in it or exited it.
Right.
Burrow waits for a shotgun snap on the first play of the second quarter. He will throw. His pass toward the far sideline, caught at the 11 by Andre Yosibash, and he muscles his way down to the 9 for a 12-yard gain and a first down. The Bengals will have it 1st and goal from the 9 inside the Miami University red zone.
Yes, in the low red zone to boot. Yosivash ran a great route there because, you know, it's in the red zone. And when he caught the football, there was 2 or 3 yards of separation in the little comeback route that he ran. He stuck his foot in the ground and just cut violently back toward the football. 2 catches for 26 yards to Yoshi.
1st and goal just inside the 10. The Bengals line up in a pistol with Taj Brooks behind Joe Burrow. It's a run to the right for Taj Brooks. There's a penalty flag down behind the defense. Taj Brooks tackled at the line of scrimmage.
And Orlando Brown looks over there at the official like, you're not calling me. He called holding on the Washington Commanders. Let's see what that official saw. Yep. On Washington.
Holding defense, number 91, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So unusual call on a defensive end. Dietrich Wise who was guilty of the horse collar tackle earlier on this drive when it would have been 3rd down and 28 and gifted Cincinnati a first down.
Makes sense now that's why Orlando Brown was looking at the official. He's like, you can let him do that? 4th penalty on the Commanders, all on the defensive side of the football. They've shot themselves in the foot. I mean, they've hurt themselves. The Bengals have done some damage, but the Commanders have done more damage to themselves.
1st and goal from the 5 for Cincinnati. The Bengals go empty. Burrow to throw. His pass into the end zone is caught by Charlie Jones in the back right corner of the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice job, Charlie. Good route. A little crosser across the toward the back line of the end zone, and showed some good speed there. Separation. Ball's arrival. He had about a 2-yard opening on any defender. Tremendous route. Good route. Good recognition of the coverage, the zone coverage in the end zone.
Man, what a throw.
Yeah, it was a dime. Dropped the dime.
He threw it over a leaping defender and then in between 2 others into the hands of Charlie Jones. The extra point is good by Evan McPherson, and the Bengals have tied the game after a 12-play, 70-yard touchdown drive. It ends on a 5-yard pass. Joe Burrow to Charlie Jones. We'll take a timeout. 13:54 remaining in the half. 14 all the score on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Now in stock, hard-to-get Chevrolet Traxxas, over 50 available. More coming, starting under $23,000. The Car Ferry says clear the lot. 2026 is on the way. GMC 2026 Terrains, 40 in stock, up to $1,800 off. Mark Porter Chevy GMC in Ashland, Kentucky, and Pomeroy, Ohio has truck. Take up to $14,000 off. 2025 GMC Sierras. Offer includes $3,500 owner loyalty rebate. Must own 2011 or newer Buick or GMC. Come to Route 7 and Route 33, Pomeroy, Ohio, or Greenup Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Over 800 GM vehicles available. Car dreams do come true. Sale ends September 2nd, all rebates to dealer.
Giovanni's 20th Street is a place to be before, during, and after the game. 14 great beers on tap, plus classic Giovanni's pizzas, pastas, calzones, sandwiches, and wings. Never miss a minute of the action with 10 TVs now at Giovanni's 20th Street. And Giovanni's 20th Street has never looked or tasted better. Under new ownership and management. Dine in, get it to go, or have it delivered. Order online at Giovanni'sPizzaPower.com. 20th Street Giovanni's, right on Marshall's campus, across from Edwards Stadium.
I pick up litter at the neighborhood park.
I volunteer at my local food bank.
I help build homes in my community.
No matter where you are in West Virginia, there's always a chance to be kind. That's because every Mountaineer is a volunteer. Help us make a difference during the National Day of Service on September 11th. Visit volunteer.wv.gov to find an opportunity near you. Brought to you by Volunteer West Virginia, the West Virginia Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Your home for the Bengals.
Hey, let's go, bring it out! Bring it out, bring it out, bring it out!
Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. Kentucky's sports station.
Let's go!
Score 1 minute and 6 seconds into the second quarter. I think it's safe to assume that Joe Burrow's evening is finished, and if so, he went 9 for 14 for 62 yards with a touchdown and a passer rating of 97.9. He completed his last 5 passes of the night, including a touchdown strike to Charlie Jones. Over one defender and in between 2 others. It was a great throw.
Yeah, over the linebackers and amongst the defensive backs, he found a hole in between 2 defensive backs, just dropping a superlative dime to Joe Burrow.
McPherson ready to kick it off from the 35. Kashmir Allen and Demetric Felton are the returners. This is a very high spinning end-over-end kick. Allen catches near the 5. Runs to the 20. Middle of the field, 25. Looks to cut back and gets brought down around the 30-yard line. A 23-yard run back. DJ Ivey making the kick coverage tackle for Cincinnati.
12 plays on that touchdown drive. 12 snaps, 70 yards. 6 minutes and 42 seconds off the clock. Charlie Jones now has 2 catches, 18 yards, including that touchdown reception.
The Bengals starters on defense are out. They were in for 2 series, and they were not very good.
No.
Josh Johnson remains the quarterback. Chris Rodriguez lines up behind him. High snap caught by Johnson. It's a run to the right and a big gain for Rodriguez. 10 yards on the first down run.
Man, I'll tell you what, the Washington Commanders, their offensive coaches, particularly their offensive line coach, he had a goal going into tonight's game, and that was to come off the football fast and furious. And the Bengals have done nothing to alter that charge by the Commanders.
Make that a 9-yard run for Rodriguez. So second down and 1. Whoa. Snap is mishandled, and Johnson has to fall on the ball back at the 30. That's an 8-yard loss on the play. The Bengals catch a break as Johnson was not able to handle the snap, and it turns out to be a big loss without the Bengals having to do anything.
Yeah, unforced error. You know, I mean, you talk about shooting yourself in the foot, and you just gave away 8 big yards right there to the Bengals defense. It was
just a high snap.
Yeah.
Johnson wasn't able to catch it cleanly, so it's third down and 9 as a result. The veteran quarterback waiting for a shotgun snap. Johnson has it. Fades back to the 20. Fires over the middle. It is caught for the first down. Fired a BB to Jalen Lane, who made the catch. He gets tackled by DJ Ivey after a 16-yard pickup on third down and 9.
Just ran a nice route, and protection was extraordinary. Vision totally unimpeded. And he just ran a super route, got to the inside, made an easy catch.
Jeremy McNichols in at running back. They throw him a short pass, turns upfield, and gets brought down at the 49-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain. One of the more successful snaps for the Bengals on defense so far tonight. Undrafted rookie corner Braylon Lux making the tackle.
And Jalen Davis was the defensive player that made the tackle on the prior snap. Got a bunch of young defensive backs in there fighting for their lives to make the roster, Dan.
Rodriguez back in at running back. Second down and 7. Draw play handoff to him. Big hole up the middle. And he'll run for the first down. Barrett Carter making the tackle after an 8-yard run for Chris Rodriguez. Cincinnati's run defense consistently being gashed tonight.
Yeah, on that particular play, that draw play, everybody took the easy path. Instead of staying in their gap responsibility, they took an edge. They took the outside. Big lanes to run through.
115 rushing yards so far for Washington.
Crazy.
Johnson drops back to throw. Has lots of time. Fires over the middle. And it's a catch. And a good one. It's short of the first down. Former Viking KJ Osborne with the catch. Looks like he's about a yard short.
That was a contested catch. I mean, it was bang, bang. Ball hits hands, squeeze them, because here comes the contact. Pretty good contact as well. That's just a good effort right there, securing the football after putting the squeeze on it.
2nd and 1 at the Cincinnati 34. Here's a handoff. And not a big gain on the play, but Chris Rodriguez does get the necessary yard, and another one to boot. 3-yard gain overall. It's 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 31.
This is a methodical drive here by the Washington Commanders, answering the Bengals, who answered the 14-7 deficit with a touchdown. And here comes Washington right back down the field, right in the face of the Bengals defense again.
With 16-year veteran Josh Johnson at quarterback, a former Bengals backup behind Andy Dalton. It's a run play to the right for Rodriguez, and lo and behold, he is stopped near the line of scrimmage. Oren Burks, who won a Super Bowl ring last year with Philly, going low to make that tackle. No gain on the play.
Oren Burks fighting his tail off for a roster spot. He's going to have to impress the coaches in a very short time frame here. He's going to have to make some plays. He's going to have to do something to draw attention to himself.
Clock is running with 9:22 left in the half. 14 all the score. Washington has it at the Cincinnati 30. Johnson catches a shotgun snap, drops straight back to throw, fires for the end zone, intercepted. Just shy of the goal line, picked off by Tyson Anderson, and he goes out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Well, that was an ill-advised throw. Tyson Anderson looked like he was the only player within 5 yards of that football. I don't know if there was an error in the route that was run, but intended receiver was draped by coverage. I mean, coverage was all over him. Tyson Anderson looked like the intended receiver. I mean, he had nobody to challenge him. Nobody was in his way as he took a clear path to the football.
So the Bengals will take over at their own 2 when we come back. 14 all the score. 9:09 left in the second quarter here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Don't let an accident ruin your summer. If you've been injured, Postman
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
I pick up litter at the neighborhood park.
I volunteer at my local food bank.
I help build homes in my community.
No matter where you are in West Virginia, there's always a chance to be kind. That's because every mountaineer is a volunteer. Help us make a difference during the National Day of Service on September 11th. Visit volunteer.wv.gov to find an opportunity near you. Brought to you by Volunteer West Virginia, the West Virginia Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Save big money on your next project when you shop at Menards. Give any room a fresh look with beautiful Mohawk tile. They feature ceramic, porcelain, mosaic, and glass tiles. Transform your walls with Sandrio 3x12 ceramic tile. This versatile tile adds a handcrafted touch to any space and is available in 5 colors. Pick them up today on sale, now through August 24th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
This is Dickie Martin, the voice of the Ashland Tomcats. Don't miss a single moment of the action. Tune in to Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340 for live coverage of every Tomcat game all season long. Your home for Ashland Tomcat football.
Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
9 left in the second quarter here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. And we remind you that you can watch your Bengals this season on the NFL on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus. Jake Browning takes over at quarterback. The Bengals have it at their own 2 after the interception by Tyson Anderson. It's a first down handoff. Taj Brooks leaps forward, trying to get a little breathing room for the offense, and he got a little, but not much.
Tyson Anderson makes one of the biggest plays of the game, if not the biggest, a red zone interception. And I mean, it was when he hit the actual interception that he made, the play was snapped in the red zone, but intercepting the football at the 2-yard line is very, very low red zone. A red zone turnover by the Commander offense is a killer.
3 yards on that first run by Taj Brooks. Now Browning rolls right, throws a pass. It is caught, and Charlie Jones is going to pick up a first down. So Charlie had a couple of huge catches on the last drive. He converted on 4th down, then caught the touchdown pass, and now he helps the Bengals pick up a first down after they started a drive at the 2. They've got a first down at the 15.
And the first goal is to punch out a bad field position. Get out of inside your own 20-yard line. You don't want to snap the football inside your own 20 many reps.
Jake Browning under center on 1st and 10. It's a stretch run to the right for Taj Brooks. And Taj picks up a couple of yards out to the 17. Sheldon Day, former Notre Dame standout, making the tackle. Officially a 3-yard gain for Taj Brooks.
There's only been one turnover in the football game. Washington Commanders find themselves -1 because of that outstanding interception that Tyson Anderson made. It really was an easy play, though. I mean, the ball was right in his hands, right in his face mask. He had to catch that football.
The Bengals' backup offensive line is in, although Jalen Rivers remains on the field at right guard. Here's a run up the gut for Taj Brooks. He refuses to go down, and keeps getting pushed and shoved from behind until he makes it across the 20. It's still short of the first down. It's going to be third down and about 4.
Big old rugby scrum going on there. A lot of pushing, a lot of big bodies. Everybody forming a big pile, mass of humanity in the middle of the football field right there.
And a penalty has been called on Cincinnati that's going to move it back. Illegal motion. Second down and 12 as a result. Jackson Kirkland, now the left tackle for Cincinnati. Jake Browning to throw. His pass caught by Mitch Tinsley, who spent the last 2 years here in Washington. Played a little bit 2 years ago. Spent last year in the practice squad, and he picks up a first down, a 12-yard gain out to the 25. Percy Butler made the stop.
Tinsley, a captain selected by Zach Taylor. We know and appreciate what Zach Taylor does, Dan, particularly in these preseason games. You know, rewarding players that were born in the area, some kind of a tie to the city that they're visiting, and Tinsley was rewarded today.
First and 10 Cincinnati from the 25. 14-all is the score. 6:15 left in the second quarter. Shotgun snap to Browning. His pass caught by Charlie Jones on the near sideline, the Washington sideline. 5 yards on the play, and another catch for Charlie Jones, his 4th of the game.
And that doggo hunt right there, you know, 4 catches for 31 yards, Dan. Charlie Jones. And I mean, if you can pick up 5-6 yards, he picked up 6 on that first down play. 2nd and 4, you'll take that down in distance all day long. You should be able to convert a first down on this sequence of downs when you get 6 yards on first down.
Bengals have it at their own 30. It is second down. Shotgun snap. Here's a handoff and a run to the left. Now a cutback by Taj Brooks. He's got room as he turns the right corner. Brooks has the first down and more. Running to the 50. And he's knocked out of bounds on the Bengals sideline after a 15-yard run that probably covered about 40 yards.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he ran to his left. Well, almost to the sideline, well past the numbers, slammed on the brakes in reverse field, ran all the way back to the Bengals sideline before being knocked out of bounds. I'm telling you, he did. He covered some real estate there.
Right tackle Andrew Coker gets a pancake block as he knocked down a Washington defender. On 1st and 10, Browning wants to throw. He fires deep. Charlie Jones, the intended receiver. It's incomplete.
Chase Brown is rushed 6 times for 29 yards, 4.8 average. That's a nice feature to have, somebody like that complementing your passing game. To have that kind of consistency and production in your run game is a big deal.
We have not seen Jermaine Burton so far tonight. Jermaine hampered a little bit by a sore knee after that first preseason game. Didn't practice much early in the week, and I'm guessing he did not have the green light to play in the game tonight.
Right.
2nd and 10, running play up the middle. And Taj Brooks bowling balls his way forward, makes it across the 45 out to the 46. Just 2 yards on the run. Tyler Owens making the tackle. And it's 3rd down and 8 with 4.5 minutes left in the half in a 14-all game.
Yeah, bowling ball, bronking buck. He was definitely running hard. I mean, he created his own yards after contact there. He lowered those shoulder pads and ran through people.
2 deep safeties for the Commanders on 3rd down and 8. Browning in the gun, looking left, now begins scrambling. His sidearm pass, it is caught. Tanner Hudson makes it to the 45-yard line of Washington, and that's a first down. Great yards after catch there by Tanner Hudson as he took Jeremy Reeves for a ride.
2 of 6 on 3rd down now. You know, you're not happy about a 33% 3rd down conversion percentage. That's been a fly in the ointment to offensive productivity in terms of points scored tonight. But boy, 1 for 5 before that third down conversion catch there.
9 yards on the throw to Tanner Hudson. Nice sidearm delivery from Jake Browning. We're down to 3.5 minutes to go in the half, and the Bengals have it in Washington territory at the 45. This drive started way back at the 2. Here's a handoff up the middle. Taj Brooks patiently waiting for a hole to open up. Nothing really did. He's tackled after a 1-yard gain.
It's already been a successful drive. You start from the 2-yard line and you've punched it out to the point where you're in the opposition's side of the football field. That dog will hunt right there. That's good. That's good action.
Well, yeah, they've also taken more than 5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, and you can't score if you don't have the football, as the old saying goes. I'd like to see the Bengals put points on the board to finish this bad boy.
2nd and 8 at the 43. Browning with a short pass caught by Cam Grandy. And the big tight end gets tackled just shy of the 40 by Igbenogany, setting up 3rd down and 5, and make it 3rd down and 6.
And again, Bengals struggling on 3rd down, 2 of 6 going into this snap. And this is not, a gimme 3rd down conversion. It's considered 3rd and long.
So there is no foul for illegal contact. 3rd down.
Jake Browning got hit, but he was outside the sanctity of the pocket.
Browning 5 for 6 for 38 yards. We'll see if he can make a 3rd down connection for the 2nd time on this drive. Clock is running with 2:26 remaining in the half. 14-14 is the score. Charlie Jones and Isaiah Williams go out to the left. Mitch Tinsley out to the right. Tanner Hudson also in the game. Taj Brooks in the backfield to the right of Browning. Washington showing pressure. And it looked like the right tackle, Andrew Coker, moved early.
Yes, he did. Came up out of that 2-point.
Ball start, number 79 offense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Now it's 3rd and real long.
3rd and 11 to be exact. That's the 4th penalty on Cincinnati. They've all been committed on offense.
And that will curtail any rhythm and timing that you're trying to get into a nice smooth rhythm. When you keep shooting yourself in the foot with penalty, I mean, you're your own worst enemy.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. 14-all is the score. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Bengals at the 46 of Washington when we come back on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
At Kettering Health, we're devoted to you, walking alongside you on your journey to better health. Whether you're battling cancer, overcoming an injury, facing surgery, or just looking for a doctor who truly cares about you, we'll be a shoulder to lean on. We give everything so you can focus on keeping your world turning. Even if the unexpected happens, we're supporting you to be your best. Kettering Health. Find care now at ketteringhealth.org.
Bengal fans, Bengals Luxury Suites provide a great view of the action while offering an unparalleled combination of features and amenities. With limited inventory available, visit Bengals.com/suites to get yours today.
Need to tackle your next big project? Choose Ohio Cat for unbeatable construction equipment. From bulldozers to excavators, Ohio Cat delivers power, precision, and performance with the quality you expect. And we're a one-stop rental shop. You get top-notch equipment without the long-term commitment. Whether it's a quick job or major build, if you need it, Ohio Cat rents it. Visit OhioCat.com to explore equipment options and make your next project a success. Ohio Cat, the official equipment partner of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Get to Miami Valley Gaming on Saturday, August 30th for a chance to win a Mercedes or $45,000.
Must be 21. Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-589-9966 or visit org.ohio.gov. Ready to take a break? Visit timeoutohio.com.
From packed stadiums to sold-out shows, Sports Illustrated Tickets puts you at the heart of the action. With over 50 million tickets to sports, concerts, and theater events worldwide, it's your go-to for unforgettable live experiences. Whether it's the 50-yard line, courtside, center stage, or anywhere in between, we've got your seats. Visit SITickets.com or download the app today. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better.
We have 2 minutes to go in the half. It's a half where Cincinnati has held the ball for most of the half. Time of possession, 20 minutes and 15 seconds for the Bengals. 7 minutes, 45 seconds for Washington. But Washington's had a bunch of big plays, and we are tied at 14 as a result. Here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. Big play here, 3rd and 11 for the Bengals at the 46 of Washington. Browning catches a shotgun snap. His pass thrown behind Charlie Jones and incomplete.
And not happy whatsoever is Browning with that throw, and rightfully so. I mean, the Cincinnati Bengals, you talk about running the gamut from a penalty standpoint. They've committed offsides penalties, holding penalties, illegal motion, false starts. I mean, there's not much left in terms of things that you can do offensively to shoot yourself in the foot. The Bengals are missing a few toes right now.
Well, the Bengals took 7 minutes off the clock on that drive, starting at their own 2 and picking up 51 yards. Rico into punt, trying to pin Washington inside the 10. It bounces, rolls inside the 10, and gets grabbed around the 6-yard line. Mission accomplished. Yes. Dejon Anthony downed it. A 41-yard punt down to the 6 by Ryan Rico. And Washington's going to bring in a 3rd quarterback. Jaden Daniels started. Josh Johnson was next. And now former Wake Forest and Notre Dame quarterback Sam Hartman will come into the game. 1:46 left in the half, and he'll start from the 6-yard line.
Sam Hartman gets to run the Washington Commanders 2-minute drive, 2-minute drill that they installed for this week's football game. Let's see what the choice of play may be to start it off.
Sam Hartman, known for possibly having the nicest hair in the National Football League. He looks to pass on 1st and 10. Fires, could have been picked off by DJ Ivey. He jumped the route, cutting in front of Jalen Lane, and did everything but catch the ball.
Yeah, he really did. And boy, there was a great pass rush too on the edge. I mean, it just got up the football field and got right in the quarterback's face immediately and made the quarterback flinch.
2nd and 10, draw play handoff. And the run up the middle is tackled at the 10. Jeremy McNichols got the football, picked up 4. Barrett Carter made the stop, and the Bengals will call a timeout. Since it's going to be 3rd down and 6, they want to try to get the ball back with 1:36 left in the half. Sam Hartman played a lot of college football. 5 years at Wake Forest, 1 year at Notre Dame. He made 57 starts in 6 college seasons.
Wow.
And he is among the all-time college football leaders in touchdown passes. He threw 134 of them. He is tied for 4th all-time.
That's impressive. Boy, that's a lot of snaps. That's a lot of college football action, man.
He of the flowing locks. 3rd down and 6. Washington at its own 10. 1:38 left in the half. 14 all to score. Hartman to throw. His pass incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Tyson Anderson, who had the interception on the previous possession. Pass was intended for tight end Ben Sinnott. And Washington has to punt. Clock stops on the incompletion. This will be the first time Tress Way has punted in the game. And the Bengals should get a good drive start with Charlie Jones waiting back around the 45 of Cincinnati.
And the commander coaches aren't going to be happy with Sam Hartman. He was on the field for about 11 seconds. I mean, took no time off the clock. Bengals have good field position.
Tress Way's left-footed punt high into the air. Charlie Jones settling under it, backing up and catching at the 36. Nowhere to run, and he's pulled down around the 39. A 54-yard punt.
Nice.
4-yard run back, but the Bengals have a decent drive start. They'll have it at their own 40 officially. 1:23 on the clock, and Cincinnati has 2 timeouts to work with.
Tress Way answered the bell for his football team, though. He thumped that bad boy. 56 yards with good hang time, allowing his coverage team to get down there and make life tough for Charlie Jones immediately after he retrieved that punt.
Andrew Rame in at center. I think at some point tonight we'll see Seth McLaughlin. Looking forward to see him make his Bengals debut. Shotgun snap, Browning from the pocket, gets hit as he throws. The pass flutters incomplete. No, a Washington player picks it up. This may be ruled a fumble. It's being run back toward the goal line. It's a Washington touchdown if it is not ruled an incomplete pass.
Rolling on the field, quarterback lost possession before his passing arm came forward. Fumble was covered by the defense. Advantage.
Cleland Furl making contact with Jake Browning. Dominique Hampton scooped it up and ran it back for the score.
How about that? I mean, Hartman, man, I'll tell you, Hartman.
Previous play is under review.
Yeah, let's take another good long look at that. But Hartman helped the cause with that 56-yard punt. That's 56 yards that the Commander offense did not have to worry about.
So Furl hits the football while it's still in Browning's hand.
After replay review, it's an incomplete pass. Check it out.
And the arm kept going forward with his hand on the ball. So he didn't have a firm grip on it, but he was able to continue to thrust it forward with his passing motion. And that's a pretty obvious incomplete pass. No touchdown for Washington. 1:13 left in the half.
Right. The football he never lost contact with the football in his hand. And as a result of that, when he's in his forward motion with his hand and it's in contact with the football, that's an incomplete pass. Good call, and see what the Bengals can get done here. They caught a nice break.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. The Bengals at their own 40. 1:19 left in the half. 14 all to score. Browning in the shotgun with Taj Brooks to his right. Jamoy Mays goes in motion from right to left. Browning throws. It is caught by Tinsley in Washington territory. And he's dragged down at the 36 of the Commanders. A 24-yard gain. Bobby Price with the stop.
Mays went in motion, Dan, turns it up the football field, and then the route underneath Moy's going up the field. Good route.
The Bengals go hurry up. Browning in trouble. Floats it over the middle. The pass is tipped up in the air, and it is caught for a short gain by Tinsley. Might have been better if it was incomplete, because now the Bengals have to call a timeout. It only gained 3 yards.
Right.
Tinsley's instinct, catch it if you can, but if he was really thinking about it, knocking it to the ground would have been preferable.
True. I mean, Tinsley's trying to make plays to impress the coaches. The coaches would have been impressed with, okay, well, be aware of circumstances, down in distance, time on the clock. It'd be better to knock that thing down, but you can't criticize him too much for his instincts of, I got to show the coaches something better than the average, and I got to start making some plays so they can take some notice of me.
I think Mitch Tinsley has separated himself above the other kind of second-tier wide receivers on the roster. So we're not talking about Charlie Jones or Jermaine Burton, but the other guys fighting for a practice squad spot.
Yeah.
I would say Mitch Tinsley has far and away elevated himself among the likes of Kendrick Pryor or Jamoy Mays, Cole Burgess, etc.
Agreed. 3 catches, 39 yards tonight.
48 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 6. Browning throws toward the sideline, and it's incomplete. Intended for Tanner Hudson. That stops the clock with 43 seconds left in the half. The Bengals are within the field goal range of Evan McPherson. It would be a 51-yard try if they do not gain additional yardage. But Jake Browning still has an opportunity to keep this drive going. The Bengals also have 1 timeout left.
The throw he made there, man, it was a big arcing parabola. Had a lot of air underneath it. He didn't zip that football. I was holding my breath on that one.
He's 7 for 11 for 64 yards. 3rd down and 6 from the 33 of Washington. Mays motions from right to left. Browning throwing downfield. Caught by Kendrick Pryor. Tackled at the 12-yard line. He'll mark him down at the 13. 38 seconds left in the half, and the Bengals have entered the Miami University red zone.
I'll tell you what, Brooks take a bow at the running back position. He stepped up in the A gap between the center and the guard, and he took on the linebacker. He hit the linebacker right under his chin, prevented any penetration for any kind of a stunt that they were going to run to rush the quarterback, and he gave plenty of time to Browning to make that completion.
Pryor got pushed out of bounds, so the Bengals did not have to use their final timeout. 20 yards, on the play. On 1st and 10 from the 13, Browning for the end zone.
Oh,
Tinsley with a spectacular catch on a back shoulder throw from Jake Browning. A 13-yard touchdown grab by Mitch Tinsley against his former team.
Tinsley ran a good route. Browning made an unbelievable throw. Like you said, Dan, to the back shoulder. Very tight window there. He put it right where he had to, and then Tinsley makes a spectacular catch. Man, a lot of good things happened on that snap.
34 seconds left in the half, and the Bengals have the lead. They'll try to go up by 7. Here comes the 33-yard PAT from Evan McPherson out of the hold of Ryan Rico. His kick is good as the Bengals go 60 yards to score in 49 seconds. 3 big passing plays on the drive by Jake Browning, ending with a 13-yard touchdown strike to Mitch Tinsley.
Oh, Tinsley, 4 catches now for 52 yards on the night, including that touchdown that puts his team up by 7 going into the half with 21 seconds to play. Man, just a great catch. He did a complete body turn to make that catch on the back shoulder and to protect the football and to tuck it into his body before he hit the ground. He did a lot of things right on that particular play. Ran a great route, made a contested catch, secured the football exactly the way he was supposed to going to the ground. That's a memorable play for him.
And defensive back Bobby Price has to be thinking, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I thought I was
Coverage
pretty
was
good.
tremendous.
Yeah, I was okay on it, man.
Kashmir Allen and Demetric Felton will look to return the Evan McPherson kickoff with 34 seconds left in the half. Washington is due to get the ball to begin the third quarter, so barring a long run back, Washington might just run out the clock. This kick will be fielded by Allen right at the goal line. He runs it out to the 10, middle of the field, 20. Giles Harris slowed him down, and then DJ Ivey made the tackle at the 25 with 28 seconds left in the half. Sam Hartman will be the quarterback, and we'll see if Washington lines up in a quote-unquote victory formation to kill the final 28 seconds. They do not. This is a preseason game after all.
Sure.
Hartman in the gun, McNichols to his left. 28 seconds remaining in the half. Washington has a couple of timeouts. Hartman throws a little, intercepted. Running it back is Barrett Carter. He's at the 20, and he gets tackled after intercepting Hartman with 20 seconds left in the half.
Man, how about that? I mean, talk about a mistake. Talk about, red zone turnover. Has an interception at the 2-yard line, throws an interception there, and it returned almost, or it's in the cusp of the red zone. If it's not in the red zone, the scoring red zone for the Cincinnati Bengals. The Redskins are going down to score, interception in that red zone as they're trying to score, and now giving up another one. Man, you talk about crushing plays. They've made some disastrous mistakes that have hurt them tremendously.
The Bengals scouts rated Barrett Carter as the best coverage linebacker in the draft this year, and he just showed why with that interception.
He did. He finished it.
20 seconds left in the half. The Bengals have a timeout to work with. They have the ball at the 21 of Washington. Cincinnati up 7. Browning to throw. He's going to fire for the end zone. Tinsley comes down with a football. Amazing. Browning to Tinsley for another touchdown. 21 yards on back-to-back offensive snaps. Jake Browning throws a pair of touchdowns to a former Washington Commander, Mitch Tinsley.
How about the tap-tap? How about the footwork? First, let's talk about Browning making an unbelievable throw. I mean, if you throw that ball 100 times, you can't throw it any better than that for Tinsley to make a play on it. Then he goes up and makes a contested catch over the defender and then he tap, hits both feet down, and just like a ballerina taps the ground to finalize it, and the officials raise the arms. Touchdown.
14 seconds left in the half. The extra point by McPherson is good. The Bengals score 2 touchdowns in 20 seconds with an interception in between, and Cincinnati has taken a 28-14 lead with 14 seconds left in the half. 5 catches, 73 yards, and 2 TDs for Mitch Tinsley.
How about that? Man, that's what a memorable game for him, to come back to an area where he grew up and to perform. And I'm sure he's got a lot of friends and family at this football game. And to make plays like that, to put his football team in the lead, boy, what a mistake it was not to sit on the football. Man, it cost him a touchdown. I would imagine they'll probably sit on it now.
Mitch Tinsley, had no scholarship offers coming out of high school.
Wow.
He walked on at Hutchinson Community College. Did well enough there to transfer to Western Kentucky. Did well enough there to spend his final college season at Penn State, where his roommate was a Cincinnati kid, Sean Clifford, out of St. Xavier High School.
Yeah.
Now a backup quarterback with the Green Bay Packers. Mitch Tinsley putting on a show. This kickoff fielded by Kashmir Allen around the 4, crosses the 20, the 30, and gets tackled at the 34-yard line with 8 seconds left in the half.
2 touchdowns in 20 seconds. Are you kidding? 2 touchdowns in 20 seconds. That is hard to do. I can't remember how many times I've seen that one. That's hard.
Marco Wilson made the tackle and sent the return man, Kashmir Allen, into a somersault by hitting him down around the knees.
Yeah.
8 seconds left.
I wonder what that feeling's like. Never experienced that one, where you're running up the football field full bore, somebody takes your legs out from under you, and you do a front flip and land right on your face.
Victory formation for Washington. Hartman takes a knee, and the final 4 seconds will run off the clock. The Bengals were down 14-7, and they score the final 21 points of the half. A Burrow to Charlie Jones touchdown pass and a pair of Jake Browning to Mitch Tinsley touchdown strikes in the final 34 seconds of the second quarter.
About the Bengals taking control of the game in the second quarter. 21-zip. Commanders don't put a point on the board, and they threatened more than once, but they were their own worst enemy with turnovers. The Bengals put up 21.
We invite you to stay tuned for Wayne Boxmiller and the halftime report. Our halftime score, Cincinnati 28, Washington 14. This is the First Down Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Classic Liquors, your adult beverage headquarters in Huntington, Canova. Classic Liquors, simply the best. Smokin' Jay's Rib and Brew House, the Tri-State's best barbecue and ribeye, U.S. Route 60, Ashland, Kentucky. Smokin' Jay's, come fire it up. And Arrowhead Land Company's Team Wit. Call 937-545-7764. Online at arrowheadlandcompany.com.
Unlock big savings on your next project when you shop at Menards. Check out Lockley Electronic Door Locks. You'll never have to worry if you forgot to lock your door again. Control your lock from anywhere with the use of your smartphone. Keep your home safe and secure. Pick up your Lockley Electronic Door Lock today. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Your home for the Bengals.
Never quit on 3. 1,
2, 3. Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. Kentucky's sports station.
Let's go.
Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Picked off.
Yeah.
The Bengals have it into the end zone. And the Bengals get a touchdown after all.
How about it?
The halftime report is brought to you by Alta Fiber. Alta Fiber, the official Wi-Fi and internet provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Kettering Health, best care for the best fans. Kettering Health, official healthcare provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, here's Wayne Box Miller on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Welcome to the halftime report. The halftime score 28-14. Now let's go live to Northwest Stadium with Dan Hort and Dave Lapham.
All right, Fox, and a special guest, assistant GM Steven Radicevic in the booth with us to talk about the first half. The Bengals up 28-14. Let's start with Mitch Tinsley. Didn't play in a regular season game last year for Washington. Tell us the process of getting him. Is it his Penn State tape? Is it the preseason games he's played in? How did you guys wind up signing Mitch Tinsley?
Both. I mean, this is, he's having a hell of a end of the first half here, but he's, you watch the preseason tape, and we loved him in college, liked him coming out, felt like a change of scenery would do well for him, and he's doing a good job for us here in training camp, and obviously here in this game, so showing out and made some big-time catches here, so we're excited about him.
Man, he's doing it all, running great routes, contested catches, showing the soft hands. I mean, he's checking all the boxes.
He blocks, too. I mean, he's
physical.
He's doing a good job of taking advantage of every opportunity that he's had.
Yeah, every snap. That's what you have to do to make it when you're not, a high-profile guy coming into training camp. What about the Bengals' explosion of 2 touchdowns in 20 seconds to end a half? I mean, that's hard to do. You don't see that very often at any level of football. 2 touchdowns in a 20-second span.
Yeah, no doubt. And Jake Browning had some big-time throws there at the end as well. And then again, Mitch Tinsley just did a great job of taking advantage of the opportunities and went up there and made some contested catches.
Stephen, we got the opportunity to talk to you on a night where there was some breaking news of sorts earlier today. It came out that Dalton Reisner, 6-year NFL vet with a lot of playing experience, is going to visit Cincinnati tomorrow as a free agent. What's the thought process for what Dalton Reisner might be able to contribute?
Yeah, so he's obviously played a lot of football in his career, started over 80 games. And he's got position versatility to him. He's played both left and right guard. Big body, physical as a run blocker, and he's been efficient in pass protection. So he's a guy that's been, we've been monitoring. We've been talking to his agent and have had really positive conversation back and forth throughout the last couple of weeks. And they were open to coming in for a visit. And we're looking forward to having him in tomorrow. We'll spend some time. He'll spend some time with our coaches and personnel department, and hopefully it works out for both sides. But we are excited about having him in. We do think he's a good player and would be able to help us out.
Done a great job acquiring personnel in general, be it the NFL draft, be it the free agency, unrestricted free agency in the National Football League. I know you guys have grades on every player, and I know there's a lot that goes into that process, a lot of tape that's broken down and everything else. What goes into deciding this guy over this guy? It's not just grades. I mean, there are other things that you take into consideration. What are some of those other things?
We do a good job. I think our scouting staff, they do a really good job of just trying to get some of our guys maybe have worked at some other places and have a relationship with coaches. I think we do a good job of reaching out to them and just making sure that player is going to be a good fit within our locker room. And, it's a player that we want to bring in, someone that's competitive, tough, nasty, and cares about winning championships. So, on the pro side of it, it's not always as easy as the college side, where you're able to go on a college visit and talk to coaches and talk to training staff and talk to academics. On the pro side of it, you're really more so just dealing with the relationships that you have within other organizations and trying to make sure that player is going to be a good fit within your locker room.
Stephen, thanks for finding our booth. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for having me on.
Enjoy the rest of the game down there on the sideline, my man.
Sounds good. I'll see you guys.
Take care. That is assistant GM Stephen Radicevic. We'll take a timeout. Wayne Boxmiller will take over when we come back. The Bengals lead at the half, 28-14 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Gear up like the pros at the Bengals Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience. From jerseys and sideline apparel to hats, accessories, and exclusive team merch, the Bengals Pro Shop has everything you need to rep the orange and black. Visit us on the plaza level at Paycor Stadium's north end zone, or shop anytime online at shop.bengals.com. Game day or every day, show your stripes in style with great gear from the Bengals Pro Shop. See us today at shop.bengals.com.
Looking for the best internet service? Alta Fiber is the top-rated internet provider in Cincinnati, according to Ookla's speed test results. With speeds up to 3 gig and 99.99% network reliability, Alta Fiber is the easy choice. Don't settle for anything less than the best. For a limited time, get $50 off your first month when you bundle fiber internet and Fioptics Plus TV service for just $30 a month each. Sign up today at altafiber.com.
Need to tackle your next big project? Choose Ohio Cat for unbeatable construction equipment. From bulldozers to excavators, Ohio Cat delivers power, precision, and performance with the quality you expect. And we're a one-stop rental shop. You get top-notch equipment without the long-term commitment. Whether it's a quick job or major build, if you need it, Ohio Cat rents it. Visit ohiocat.com to explore equipment options and make your next project a success. Ohio Cat, the official equipment partner of the Cincinnati Bengals.
5 divided by 3 is 166.7%. So Fifth Third Bank makes banking a Fifth Third better by protecting you and your money with Smart Shield. Like the Bengals defense protects their end zone. We blitz hackers with threat blocking. We run audibles with alerts. And we've always got a free safety roaming around with 24/7 monitoring. So when you want a great defense, you want Fifth Third. This is banking a Fifth Third better. Visit 53.com/SmartShield for more information, including product restrictions and details. Deposit and credit products provided by Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Bengals Halftime Report. Let's take a look at the AFC North games that happened over the weekend. The Steelers lose to the Buccaneers 17-14. The Browns over the Eagles 22-13. And the Ravens 31-13 over the Cowboys. Let's go back to Northwest Stadium with Dan Horde and Dave Lapham.
Very much. Let's start with the halftime injury report brought to you by the Kettering Health Network. The best care for the best fans. Kettering Health, the official healthcare provider of the Bengals. Lucas Patrick left this game in the first quarter. We've received no word on a possible injury, so we simply don't know why he left and Jalen Rivers came in.
Right, exactly. I mean, obviously you got to figure something was bothering him as the game unfolded, worsened, but it's all speculation. We have no information to confirm one way or the other.
So let's move to stat leaders in the first half. They are brought to you by Paycor, proud to be the official HR software provider of the Bengals. How about Mitch Tinsley?
Yes.
5 catches, 73 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the first half. They came 20 seconds apart in the second quarter. I mentioned earlier, Tanner Hudson had 2 touchdown catches last week. The first Bengal in 25 years to have 2 touchdown catches in a preseason game. Now they've done it 2 weeks in a row.
It's amazing, and what a story for Tinsley. I mean, come here to Washington, a place that's important to him. 6 targets, 5 catches, 2 of them touchdowns, averaging almost 15 yards a catch. Come on, man, that's crazy.
Our halftime score, 28-14, Cincinnati. Back with the second half in a moment on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland. Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Mark Porter Chevy and GMC in Ashland. Home of the Car Ferry, online at markporterautogroup.com. Baum Lumber, your place for quality roof trusses, building materials, hot spring spas, lawn equipment, and more. Visit baumlumber.com. GoMart, go for good times, go for GoMart.
Here's another Kendrick Communications Community Chatter. Thunder on the Rivers coming August 20th through the 24th in Ironton. There'll be vendors, live music, and much more. It's sponsored by Red Hawk Magazine and Nighttime Rides. For information, go to thunderontheriver.net. Proceeds benefit Towers to Tunnels and Folds of Honor.
This Kendrick Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Classic Liquors, your adult beverage headquarters in Huntington and Canova. Get it all through their drive-thru. Classic Liquors, simply the best.
Touchdown! Bengals!
Hi, this is Matt Jones. You're listening to Ashland's home for Kentucky Sports Radio, Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340, Kentucky Sports Station.
Go Bengals.
Set for the start of the third quarter. The Bengals lead Washington 28-14. This broadcast copyrighted by the Bengals for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or of any descriptions or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited. We're in the visiting radio booth here in Washington with our great crew. Our producer is Dave Yiddy Armbruster. Our engineer on site, Dave MacGyver Abbott. Our host back in the studio, Champagne Wayne Box Miller. Our studio producer is Taryn Anything But Bland. We'll get to the rest of the crew momentarily. This kickoff fielded around the 3-yard line. Washington runs it back, makes it to about the 26. Jalen Lane on the run back, a 23-yard return. And Washington will start its first drive of the second half around the 26-yard line. Our statistician here in Washington tonight, the great Russ Lynn.
Great.
I appreciate him always answering my emails during the course of the season when I'm looking for an obscure stat. And our spotter, Nate the Great Larisha.
Nice.
First and 10 from the 26. Washington starts with a run up the middle and a nice gain. It's going to pick up a first down, a gain of about 11 yards for Bill Krosky-Merritt, who had a 27-yard touchdown run in the first quarter.
The yards by quarter. In the first quarter, Bengals a mere 28 yards to Washington's 106. Second quarter, Bengals roll 188 to 64 for the Commanders.
Sam Hartman remains the quarterback. Krosky-Merritt gets the ball, and this time he is going to be swarmed to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Barrett Carter with a great surge up front. A 4-yard loss for Bill Krosky-Merritt, who played in one game last year at Arizona. He had eligibility issues. In that one game, he ran for 106 yards and 13 carries. He has had a great training camp based on reporters covering Washington this training camp. Now Hartman to throw. His short pass caught by Krosky-Merritt, trying to escape Bengal defenders on the far sideline. Barrett Carter gets him to the ground short of the first down.
So to continue on the stats in the first half, the Bengals accumulate 216 yards in the first two quarters to 170 for Washington. And the yardage differential equates to 14-7 for Washington in the first quarter, 21-0 Bengals in the second.
Third down and 12 for the Commanders. They're at their own 34-yard line. Shotgun snap, Hartman against the 5-man rush, begins scrambling right, being chased by Howard Cross, takes off and runs, and makes it to midfield for a first down. His former college teammate, Howard Cross, unable to get to him. Hartman scrambles for 14.
Yeah, Cross, it was no contest. Hartman realized keep the pedal to the metal, because if Cross catches me, it's not going to be pretty. But it was no contest. Hartman was off to the races.
He eventually went into a feet-first slide as defenders closed in. 1st and 10 from the 49. Hartman hands it off, and running up the middle into the Bengals territory goes Jeremy McNichols. He gained 5 on the run.
I tell you, Hartman does a good job of carrying out a fake, like he's still got the football working his way on outside like a sweep to the right. You have to respect that. You can't fall asleep. He'll pull that ball out of the back's belly and take it around the edge.
Krosky Merritt back in at running back on 2nd and 5. They give it to him. Ran into his own guy and got toppled backward. Braylon Lux gets credit for the tackle. However, it was tight end Colson Yankoff who really slowed down his teammate, Bill Krosky Merritt. No yards on the run.
Yeah, just good job on the edge, knocking that tight end silly.
3rd down and 5. Sam Hartman threw an interception in the 2nd quarter. Barrett Carter with the INT. Here's a pass thrown behind the intended receiver, Ben Sinnott. And it's 4th down and 5 for Washington.
And it looks like they're going. They're subbing two bodies in. They got a tight end and a running back checking in, and a tight end and a running back checking out.
Make that Jalen Lane on the previous throw. He's one of 3 receivers out to the left. There's 1 receiver out to the right. Ja'Cory Brooks goes in motion from left to right. McNichols, the running back, 4th and 5. Hartman to throw, looking, firing, and it's caught for a 1st down at the Cincinnati 30-yard line.
That might be the best throw that Hartman's had all day.
Tay Martin with the catch.
Man, he put some juice on that bad boy. That thing, that was perfectly placed as well.
16 yards on 4th and 5.
Tremendous dart right there. I mean, jeez. No chance to make a play defensively on that football.
1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 31. Bengals have a 2-touchdown lead. 28-14 is the score here in the 3rd quarter. Hartman under center. It's a stretch run to the right. Penalty flag down immediately. Krosky Merritt tackled after running for about 4. Penalties on Cincinnati.
Yeah, somebody lined up in the neutral zone.
Offside, lined up in the neutral zone, number 51 defense. 5-yard penalty, replay, 1st down.
Isaiah Thomas guilty of the penalty.
And, I mean, just too many of those. I mean, if there's one criticism, 5th penalty for the Washington on the day for 30 yards. That's too much.
That was the first defensive penalty for Cincinnati. Here's a handoff, and Krosky Merritt runs into Howard Cross, shoves him backward. Maybe a 1-yard gain tops. Make it nothing.
See if the Bengals can buckle down here and limit this to nothing but a field goal opportunity as the Washington Commanders approach the red zone.
McNichols in at running back. Hartman gives it to him, trying to turn the left corner. Isaiah Thomas forced him back inside, and the Bengals make the tackle for no gain. Good job of sealing the edge that time by defensive end Isaiah Thomas out of Oklahoma.
Absolutely. It's like you got to keep your outside shoulder free. You have to turn everything back inside. And, man, that was a stretch run to the left. And Hartman stretched about as far as he could. I mean, his arm almost came out of socket.
3rd down and 4 officially from the Cincinnati 25-yard line. Hartman ready for the shotgun snap. The bearded QB drops back to throw, fires downfield, and it's a catch at the 10-yard line. Braylon Lux had good coverage on Jalen Lane. However, the throw was perfect. Looked like Lux was going to be called for a penalty anyway. It's a 14-yard gain.
Pass interference, number 33 defense. Penalties declined.
All right, so that was not Lux. That was away from the throw on Dejon Anthony.
Although they could have called Lux as well.
Yeah, you're right.
He
grabbed jersey.
Grabbed jersey and stretched it. And when that happens, normally that does get called, but that's just a great concentration after the penalty was committed by Lux, really, that wasn't called. I mean, to focus and concentrate and make that catch is big.
1st and 10 from the Cincinnati 11. Hartman catches a shotgun snap, puts it in the belly of Krosky Merritt, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He's tackled for a 2-yard loss on the play.
Coming up on 6 minutes, time of possession on this drive.
Shaka Hayward with the stop in the backfield.
Who's going to make the big play in the red zone? Limit this to nothing more than a field goal opportunity. Who's going to make the play on 2nd down and 3rd down as well?
Luke McCaffrey checks in at wide receiver. He was a high draft pick last year. Hartman back to throw. Looking. Fires into the flat. Caught by Krosky Merritt. Shaka Hayward is there to make the tackle. Another loss on the play. Back-to-back tackles for loss for Shaka Hayward. This one for a loss of 2.
And boy, I'll tell you what, you talk about taking the outside away and playing good leverage, good football leverage. Make him turn it back up inside. Shaka Hayward did that exactly. Head across the bow, make it impossible to get to the outside of him. He has to turn it up inside. Great play.
His cousin Cameron would have been proud for that tackle. 3rd down and 13 from the Bengals 14. Hartman back to throw. Here comes the rush. He gets away. Hartman trying to run. He's at the 10, and he's drilled by 2 defenders short of the 1st down. He's tackled around the 4. Shaka Hayward and Marco Wilson with the hit after a 10-yard scramble by Hartman, who is okay.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Hartman took a forearm shot to the head area. I mean, it was like, boom, bring that right forearm up. And I mean, he stoned him. He ripped it right up, brought that forearm right up into his smush, right in the face mask.
Washington will go for it on 4th and 3 from the Bengals 4. McNichols in at running back. He lines up as a slot receiver. Hartman looking to throw, but the play is blown dead. There's a penalty on Washington.
Oh, that's going to cost them big time.
Ball start, number 51 offense. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Going to settle for a field goal opportunity now.
The penalty on Bobby Hart, the former Bengals much maligned right tackle. I'm stunned that Bobby Hart's still in the league.
I'm telling you, he's got more lives than a cat.
He's in his 10th NFL season, a 3-year starter for the Bengals, 18, 19, and 20. So instead of going for it on 4th and short, Matt Gay is in to attempt a 27-yard field goal try from the left hash. His kick is in the air, and the spinning end-over-end kick is good. So the Bengals still maintain an 11-point lead. We have a timeout midway through the 3rd quarter. 7:28 left. It's Cincinnati 28, Washington 17, here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Look out in the street there. You know what you don't see? My car, because I had to sell it to pay the lawyer I hired when I got busted for drunk driving. Know what else you don't see? My girlfriend, who decided that a guy with no car and no license and no money was no fun.
Cops are out there cracking down on drunk driving all across the country, and they'll see you before you see them. Drive sober or get pulled over.
This message is brought to you by the Huntington Highway Safety Program.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Giovanni's 20th Street is a place to be before, during, and after the game. 14 great beers on tap, plus classic Giovanni's pizzas, pastas, calzones, sandwiches, and wings. Never miss a minute of the action with 10 TVs now at Giovanni's 20th Street. And Giovanni's 20th Street has never looked or tasted better. Under new ownership and management. Dine in, get it to go, or have it delivered. Order online at Giovanni'sPizzaPower.com. 20th Street Giovanni's, right on Marshall's campus, across from Edwards Stadium. Your home for the Bengals.
Hey, let's go. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. Kentucky's sports station.
Let's go.
Are you ready to take control of your career? First Star Logistics offers you the highest commissions in the industry as a logistic account executive. Learn more at firststarlogistics.com/careers or call 513-675-6120.
Cincinnati 28, Washington 17, 7:28 left in the third here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. That was quite a drive to begin the second half for Washington. It chewed up half of the third quarter. 15 plays, 66 yards, but it stalled inside the 20. They settled for the 27-yard field goal. The key play on the drive, a 15-yard pass on 4th and 5 near midfield.
Bobby Hart with the penalty. He broke some hearts. Killer.
This kickoff will be taken by Isaiah Williams at the 11-yard line. Far side numerals to the 20, the 30, still on his feet. Cuts inside and gets gang tackled around the 33-yard line. Luke McCaffrey in on the tackle. 23-yard run back for Isaiah Williams. Jake Browning will stay in at quarterback. I imagine he'll be in for another series or so, and then we'll likely see Desmond Ridder in the fourth. Jake Browning having a heck of a night. 10 for 14, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and a passer rating of 136.3.
That's a good bounce back. I mean, last week's game wasn't his best. He'll admittedly say that.
Draw play handoff. Taj Brooks runs through a hole on the right side and makes it out to the 39-yard line for a 5-yard run. Dominique Hampton making the tackle. Nice block there by wide receiver Jordan Moore on the right side.
Yeah, and that's something the Bengals receiver group take great pride in. You know, they know that running backs are going to have to protect on blitz pickup and give receivers an opportunity to make plays. Well, they're going to block for running backs in the running game.
Looks like Mitch Tinsley's done for the night after his big second quarter with two touchdown catches in the final minute. On 2nd and 5, Browning does a 360-degree pirouette before handing off to Taj Brooks, and he runs to the 44-yard line where he appears to have a first down.
Bengals running game, 63 yards on the evening, averaging 4 yards a pop. It's satisfactory. Can it be better? Yes. Will it be better? It has to be.
No first down. I beg your pardon. Taj Brooks less than a yard short. Looks like the Bengals have to move it about the length of the football to extend the drive. Nonetheless, Browning's in the gun. Taj Brooks to his left. Browning gives it to the rookie from Texas Tech. Taj Brooks has the first down as he crosses the 45 and makes it to the 46.
Taj Brooks has got that low center of gravity. You know, he's not, he's vertically challenged. He's not the tallest guy in the world, but he is always under your shoulder pads. And man, very rarely does he get thrown backwards. He get knocked back for yards lost or no gain. He's always picking something up.
11 carries, 47 yards in the game for Taj Brooks. He had 10 carries last week. Play action fake to him. Now they throw it to him. Taj Brooks running toward the left sideline. Pulled down by the Cavs as he crosses the 50. A 6-yard pickup for Brooks.
Just what the doctor ordered here. Go on a long, sustained drive. Eat up clock. Chew up yards. Score points. Big drive.
Esang Bassey just picked up this week. Made that tackle for Washington. Former Bengal Alan George let go to make room for Bassey. Gary Brightwell checks in at running back. First time he's been on the field offensively tonight. 2nd down and 4. Browning bouncing in the pocket, chucks it downfield, and it's knocked away, incomplete. There's also a penalty flag in the offensive backfield. Robert McDaniel with the deflection in the secondary.
Yeah, McDaniel's mad at himself for not picking that ball.
Holding penalty on Cincinnati.
Offense, number 32, 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
So that's the running back that just checked in. Gary Brightwell called for holding. Yeah. As he reached up around the shoulder pads.
Got his money's worth.
Yeah, stop a blitzer.
Yeah, He basically wrapped his arm around his neck and spun him around like a do-si-do. That's going to get flagged every time.
They take the penalty. It's 2nd down and 14. The Bengals have it at their own 43-yard line, leading by 11 points. 3rd quarter. Here's a throw toward the sideline, a diving attempt, but the pass is incomplete. Intended for Kendrick Pryor. And it is 3rd and 14 with 4.5 minutes to go in the 3rd. And the Bengals leading Washington 28-17.
I think when Zach Taylor goes over this game, 3rd down is going to be a highlight in terms of negative. I mean, there's been a lot of 3rd downs. There's been a third down and a bunch. Not 3rd and short, 3rd and medium. Too many 3rd and longs.
3rd and 14 here. Taj Brooks back into the game. Lines up as a slot receiver to the left. The Bengals are 4 for 9 on 3rd down tries. Browning looking, grab, gets away, running toward the right sideline. Now he throws. It is caught. And it's very close to the 1st down. Let's see where it's spotted. The catch was made by Isaiah Williams.
It is. It's close.
No 1st down signal, so it's 4th and about a yard. 13 yards on 3rd and 14.
Boy, Browning did a good job of showing escapability and strength there. Defensive linemen had their hands on him a couple of times.
Washington has thrown the red challenge flag. We've seen one replay. I don't know if that catch is going to stand. It looked like a lot of the ball was on the ground before Isaiah Williams really had control. While they check it out on replay, we'll take a timeout. 3:56 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Cincinnati leads the Commanders by 11 points, 28-17, here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
It's the Hot Deals Cool Ride sales event at your hometown Chevrolet in Waverly. Right now, save big on a fresh lineup of Chevys, from fuel-saving sedans to dependable trucks and family-ready SUVs, as well as an exceptional selection of pre-owned vehicles. Looking to trade in? We're paying more than ever for quality vehicles. Need financing? We've got options that work for you. Don't miss it. Hot Deals Cool Rides happening now at your hometown Chevrolet, off Route 23 in Waverly, or at yourhometowncHevy.com.
Save big on everything for your appliance upgrade when you shop at Menards. You need reliable and energy-efficient appliances to conquer the day. Menards is your one-stop shop with the largest in-stock appliance selection ready to take home today. Check out our top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and Criterion. Save big money on all appliances at Menards and check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Dickie Martin, the voice of the Ashland Tomcats. Don't miss a single moment of the action. Tune in to Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340 for live coverage of every Tomcat game all season long. Your home for Ashland Tomcat football.
Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340.
Was successful. The catch has been overturned, and it's the right call. No catch for Isaiah Williams. So it's now 4th and 14, and the Bengals will have to punt. Here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network, Cincinnati leading 28-17, 4:20 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. We want to remind you to join us on Wednesdays this year for the Bengals Game Plan Show. It's presented each week by Bud Light. Visit Bengals.com/game plan to find out the locations where we will be on the road for the show this year. Ryan Rico into punt for the 3rd time. He's had a 51-yarder and a 41-yarder that was downed at the 6. This punt caught inside the 20, and the tackle made right away on Kashmir Allen.
38-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And Dejon Anthony with a tackle.
3rd punt of the day. His first punt went for 51 yards. Second punt went 41 yards, and it would have been more, but it was down at the 6-yard line. And then this bad boy down inside the 20. So 2 of his 3 punts had been down inside the 20. One of them down inside the 10, and the one that wasn't down was 51 yards. Nice day.
Josh Johnson back in at quarterback. So he was the second quarterback used, and now he comes back into the game. First play is a run to the left. And Cincinnati makes the stop on Krosky Merritt. Short of the first down. Looked like he gained about 5. No, only 2. Our view of the near sideline obscured by the Washington players.
There are a bunch of them. Man, it's a mass of humanity at this stage of training camp, and there's a lot of people down there.
Second down and 8. Clock running. 3:45 left in the third quarter. Cincinnati leads by 11. Johnson catches a shotgun snap, looking left, throws left. It is caught. And going out of bounds with the catch, tight end Cole Turner. 9 yards on the play and a Washington first down. Shaka Hayward making the stop.
Now Washington still finds themselves down by 11 points, 2 scores. Important drive right here. They've got to get points on the board quickly.
On 1st and 10, it's an inside run. And the Bengals make the stop near the line of scrimmage. Krosky Merritt with the carry. And Taven Bryan, the former first-round draft pick by Jacksonville, picked up just before the start of training camp, made the stop for Cincinnati.
And also defensively, this is a big, big possession. Can't let the Washington Commanders score and get within a score with a full quarter to play. This is a big, big time of the football game and a huge drive for both football teams.
2nd and 8 as Josh Johnson waits for the shotgun snap. The veteran quarterback has it, drops back and throws. A diving attempt, and it's a catch. Ja'Cory Brooks, who had 5 catches last week to lead Washington in the Commanders' preseason opener. He hauled it in there short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and a yard. Washington at its own 42. A 7-yard pass to Ja'Cory Brooks.
Short yardage defense, important. Going to have to make some plays during the course of the season at this point.
Johnson sticks it in the belly of Krosky Merritt, and he runs forward for the first down.
Move the chains.
And Kenley Jackson with the stop. And the Commanders have it at their own 45.
Keep melting the clock. Minute and 50 seconds and counting.
As the third quarter winds down with Cincinnati up 28-17. It was 28-14 at the half. Pistol formation for the Commanders. Johnson has the ball, turns left, gives it to Krosky Merritt. And he is brought down near the line of scrimmage. Nate Brooks coming up from the cornerback spot, knifing in to make that tackle. Just a 1-yard gain. Nate Brooks pulling a Dave Lapham, playing in 2 professional football leagues in the same calendar year. He was in the UFL this spring, trying to stick with the Cincinnati Bengals in the fall.
There we go. A lot of football.
You pulled off the NFL, USFL double dip. Here's a pass. Oh. Nearly picked off. It was intended for Ja'Cory Brooks and Ja'Cory Brooks and Nate Brooks, no relation, got a hand on the ball.
Yeah, he broke on that ball very well. He made a great read. The route recognition was there. He broke on it. The only thing he didn't do is secure the pig.
Josh Johnson threw an interception in the first half, picked off at the 2-yard line by Tyson Anderson. Demetric Felton in at running back. Johnson back to throw, has a good pocket, throws, bobbled and dropped. Braylon Lux in coverage on a throw over the middle to rookie Jacoby Jones, and Washington will have to punt it away.
Great job by Lux. I mean, he read that route extremely well, and he came downhill. Perfect angle when he closed on that football. Tremendous effort right there, both physically and mentally.
Tress way into punt. I can't think of another Tress, Dave Lapham.
No, I'm with you. I can't either.
It's got to be the only Tress in NFL history. The left-footed punt
Launched high into the air. Isaiah Williams waits at the 11 and runs it back. He's at the 15. Pulled down at the 20. And as is often the case on preseason special teams plays, there is a penalty flag down.
Yes.
40-yard punt and an 8-yard return.
Going against the Bengals. So it's going to be a long field for Jake Browning and company.
I believe they had 5 penalties on special teams last week and 6 last year in the regular season.
Darren is not happy. 5 penalties last week. There's been multiple penalties on special teams tonight, and he's been shaking his head ever since the call was made.
Personal foul, blindside block, number 41 of the receiving team. Penalty would force half the distance to the goal. First down, timeout.
I think he's disagreeing. I mean, I think he thought that was a horse-pucky call, to be honest with you. I think that he's not as mad at his player as he is at the official.
We have a timeout with 39 seconds left in the third quarter. The Bengals will have it at their own 10 when we come back. It is Cincinnati 28, Washington 17 here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every Wednesday during the regular season, join Dave Lapham and Dan Horde on ESPN 1530 for Bengals Game Plan, presented by Bud Light. For more information, visit Bengals.com/listen.
Hi, Bengals fans. Dan Horde here. It's important to work with local companies you feel comfortable with. That's why professional contractors rely on Win Supply, Win Nelson, and Win Electric locations right here in the tri-state. Locally owned and operated, Win Supply offers products from leading brands like Milwaukee Tools, Moen Faucets, and Nibco Valves and Fittings to get the job done right. Order online at winsupply.com or any of our several Win Supply locations in Greater Cincinnati. The Win Supply family of companies are proud supporters of your Cincinnati Bengals.
Looking for the best internet service? Alta Fiber is the top-rated internet provider in Cincinnati, according to Ookla's speed test results. With speeds up to 3 gig and 99.99% network reliability, Alta Fiber is the easy choice. Don't settle for anything less than the best. For a limited time, get $50 off your first month when you bundle fiber internet and Fioptics Plus TV service for just $30 a month each. Sign up today at altafiber.com.
Movie night, game night, make it a pizza night. Try one of Donato's all-new barbecue or buffalo chicken pizzas. Whether it's that sweet barbecue sauce or zesty buffalo, Donato's has the flavor you can savor. Feed the whole family or give yourself some leftovers at the only place where you gotta love more. Donato's.
39 seconds left, third quarter. Cincinnati on top of Washington, 28-17. Prior to the timeout, they spotted the ball at the 10. Now it's been moved back to the 6. And that's where the Bengals drive begins. Kendall Milton in at running back. He was injured and did not play in the first preseason game. They hand it off to Milton, the former Georgia Bulldog, running up the middle of the field and tackled after a 1-yard gain.
So that was the 50th snap for the Bengals. They've rushed the ball for 66 yards. They've thrown the football for 169. Pretty good day offensively. 33.5 yards per drive. They'd like to get, that's not terrible, but they'd like to get that up a little bit for sure.
The third quarter is about to end. We've got 3, 2, 1, and 0 on the clock. We'll head to the fourth. Cincinnati leads at 28-17. You're listening to the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Ready to call your next big career play? Huddle up with ProLink and get connected with the best opportunities in healthcare, manufacturing, engineering, and more. Whether you're looking for a flexible 10-week assignment or a 10-year permanent role, ProLink connects you with the right job and puts your long-term success first. Visit ProLinkWorks.com and click Get Started to apply now. ProLink, a proud sponsor of the Cincinnati Bengals. Hoo-day!
Gear up like the pros at the Bengals Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience. From jerseys and sideline apparel to hats, accessories, and exclusive team merch, the Bengals Pro Shop has everything you need to rep the orange and black. Visit us on the plaza level at Paycor Stadium's north end zone, or shop anytime online at shop.bengals.com. Game day or every day, show your stripes in style with great gear from the Bengals Pro Shop. See us today at shop.bengals.com.
This is Tanya Wilmus from Delta Dental of Ohio. Our mission is to improve oral health. We achieve this through our wide range of benefit plans, advocacy in the policy arena, and active engagement in the communities where we do business. We couldn't do it without our dedicated participating dentists who go above and beyond to provide top quality care for our members. Together with our network dentists, we are building healthy, smart, vibrant communities, one smile at a time.
Great coaches don't get buried in paperwork. They develop players. But many managers spend less than 10% of their time coaching teams. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave all things HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR and payroll software handles it all, from recruiting and onboarding to compliance and payroll, so leaders can drive business results. Just like the Bengals coaches here at Paycor Stadium, your manager should be coaching, not switching between disconnected HR systems. Learn more at paycor.com.
On to the fourth quarter here in our nation's capital. Cincinnati 28, Washington 17 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Bengals trying to win a preseason game for the first time in a couple of years. Last year they went 0-3. The year before 0-2-1. They obviously dropped their preseason opener this year. So 0-6-1 in their last 7 preseason games, trying to end that drought with a win tonight. They're up by 11 heading to the fourth. They have it at their own 7, second down and 9. Browning throws over the middle. The catch is made, and a big-time hit laid out on Kendrick Pryor, but he clutches onto the ball, and he's about a yard short of a Cincinnati first down.
Good effort, good physicality right there. Man, make that play.
8 yards on the catch for Kendrick Pryor, who had a catch in a regular season game last year, the first of his career, in the Bengals win over the Raiders. Also returned a couple of kicks in that game. They call it a first down, so the Bengals have it 1st and 10 at their own 17. Shotgun snap to Browning. He's going to fire deep down the right sideline for more. Lots of contact, no penalty flag, and the pass falls incomplete.
In the third quarter of this football game, the Bengals offense generated a mere 20 yards. I mean, that's crazy. Washington had 90. That's not a ridiculous number either, but I mean, it's more significant than 20. 20 yards in a quarter, 80 yards for the game? No way.
Antonio Hamilton in coverage on that last deep ball. Just picked up this week. 10-year NFL vet. Second down and 10. Browning with a quick pass. This one's caught at the 20, and the tackle is made at the 21-yard line. Kendrick Pryor with a 5-yard gain. Third down and 5 coming up with the clock running and 14 minutes to go.
Big third down here. You're backed up. You're inside your own 20. You got a long football field. You do not want to go 3 and out. You don't want to be on the football field for just about a minute and a half, not generate a first down and put your defense back against the wall. You got to convert here on third down.
Bengals are 4 for 10 on third down conversions. They have 3 fourth down conversions in this game. Browning fires. The catch made by Tanner Hudson. Reaches out with the football and appears to have it past the line to gain.
Yes.
6 yards and a first down to Tanner Hudson.
Nice job by Tanner Hudson. Strong.
He gains.
Nice job right there. High action. Back Hudson for a second. Boy, there's nothing better being able to please your grandparents. Boy, Tanner Hudson did. I mean, the impression that was made. Her to put that is amazing.
On second, the handoff to Milton. Little tap to the right. And he got the first down. He makes it to the 40 for a game.
Move James. keep that clock running. It'll be under 12 minutes when the Bengals the ball on the next play.
3 first downs on this drive. Inside 10. And the Bengals up to the 41 with an 11-point lead. The clock is running 52 to go. First and 10, 41. Milton stays in at running back. Browning is under center. This will be the final drive of the night for Jake. And to Milton. Milton showing some power. He runs right. Not a big game, but it takes about 4 guys to get him to the ground. Antonio leading the way.
Yeah. Some strong legs, Dan. I mean, power. He turns those legs and gets that high character.
He does. He looks like a Clydesdale. Way the knees drop down.
Yeah. He's running with some serious intent.
Gained a yard on that run. Gary Brightwood backs in at running back. Second down and 9 for 42. Browning with a shotgun snap. He catches. Throws. The catch is made by Cole Burris. And he gets 7, getting up a couple yards short of a Cincinnati first down.
Cole Burris is not the biggest guy in the world, but go over the middle and make a catch. No one is going to get plastered in there. He's got the ability to withstand it. Padlo's always underneath the opponent. That's for darn sure.
It's alma mater. Portland State near Syracuse, New York. 7-2. 49-yard line inside handoff, and it is not a first down gain. Milton short. Elect to do with 11-point and 4th.
Yeah, they actually lost a couple, whatever. Now 15 yards on 5 carries. He's to run the ball very, very, very physical way. Productivity, greatest. I'm sure he would support himself.
The punt team, we've got time.
To run the ball in a very, very physical way, and productivity, efficiency isn't the greatest. I'm sure he would expect more out of himself.
No sign of the punt team. We've got a timeout called.
Both coaches very, very aggressive with their 4th down postures tonight. There's no doubt about that.
So this is an official's timeout for a virtual measurement. This is something new to the NFL this year. With the cameras around the stadium and the chip in the ball, they can get an exact measurement of how far Milton was able to advance the ball.
On the evening, down has been very
scored a touchdown on 4th down, an opening drive. 4-1. Quarterback sneak with a little bit of push from by Milton, and it works. More than 2 feet 3 inches. Gained 2 feet 7 inches, and the Bengals convert on 4th.
Gotta love it. Browning, he ran that where everybody blocks down inside, everybody gets on the hip of the other, and the offensive line. Jake Browning just
Milton. He gains about 7, maybe 8.
Yeah.
It's going to be an 8-yard gain. It goes to 41.
49. The Bengals handed off. Nice and missed out of the year. 2 years ago, he missed the last 7 games with a wrist injury. Kind of overly negative, don't you think? I mean, in 2 of those 5 years, they went to the NFC Championship game twice in the Super Bowl once.
Yeah, a lot of facts are
and missed half of the year. 2 years ago, he missed the last 7 games with a wrist injury. It's kind of overly negative, don't you think? I mean, how about in 2 of those 5 years, they went to the AFC Championship game twice and the Super Bowl once?
Yeah, a lot of facts are left out of that.
Browning throws deep, and it's incomplete. Man. Kendrick Milton made a great adjustment to the ball, but then was not able to pull it in. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Bengals tried to take a deep shot on 2nd and 2.
Well, he did. He timed it well. When
looked like he had the hole inside and then tried to bounce it wider. When maybe he just went inside, he would have had the first down.
I agree. He got a little greedy. That he had the opportunity. That he had a better one when
he got the first down, though.
Yeah, 15th play of the drive up here. That's a marathon. That's a bunch of plays.
6, the 39 of Washington. Checked in and back. Shot gets snapped to Brown. Knocks the arm. Throws toward the far sideline. Incomplete. Intended for Jamal Mays. Spent last year at the University of Cincinnati. He had a 48 catch last week against Philly. 2nd down and 10 with 7:21 to go, and the Bengals leading 28-17.
Jake tried to go back over there to the sideline, and Hamilton Jr. of the Washington Commanders effort up pretty well when he made contact.
Back. Shotgun snap to Browning. Cocks the arm. Throws toward the far sideline. Incomplete. Intended for Jamoy Mays, who spent last year at the University of Cincinnati. He had a 48-yard catch last week against Philly. 2nd down and 10 with 7:21 to go, and the Bengals leading 28-17.
Jake Browning tried to go back shoulder there to the sideline, and Hamilton Jr. of the Washington Commanders timed his effort up pretty well when he made contact when he did.
2nd down and 10 from the Washington 39. Browning throws. It is caught. And Rashad Owens gets tackled after gaining about 5. Dominique Hampton with the stop. Make it a 6-yard catch. 3rd down and 4 coming up. And 11 different Bengals now have a catch in this game.
That's amazing. And he was the 11th right there. That completion. 11 different people have made a catch. That's spreading the ball all over the field.
3rd down and 4. Tanner Hudson goes in motion, lines up to the right. And we've got a collision up front with the ball not being snapped.
Yeah.
Ball start, number 74 offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
I think that's the right guard who has logged a lot of snaps tonight. Rookie Jalen Rivers has played almost the entire game.
He has, and I think honestly, I saw more than one guy moving. I think it was on the center. I think the center just did not snap the football when he was supposed to. I mean, and that's Rame.
Yeah, still Andrew Rame. I don't believe Seth McLaughlin has played tonight.
Yeah, I wonder if he's nicked up.
Now we got early movement again by the Bengals. This time the tight end and the wide receiver.
5-yard penalty.
Out to the right. Started running into their routes before the ball was snapped.
9th penalty of the day. 7 of those on the Bengals offense.
So Seth McLaughlin coming back from the torn Achilles. It happened almost 9 months ago to the day.
Right.
He has started practicing. We were told earlier this week they planned to play him, and he still could, but we're down to 6:38 to go.
Yeah.
Shotgun snap to Browning on 3rd and 14. Jake in trouble and sacked near midfield.
So the Bengals were in field goal range. They're not anymore. A 6-yard sack. It makes it 4th and 20. Andre Jones getting to the quarterback.
Let's see if we can get a little coffin corner action or pin the Washington Commanders to the sideline and make the Commanders go on a long football field and allow your defense to play free football defending that long field.
Well, that was a 17-play drive that chewed up 9 minutes. The Bengals were down to the 33, so that would have been well within the field goal range of Money Mac. The 2 penalties and a sack killed that.
Yeah, the end of that drive did not go well. Bengals blew it up.
Here comes the punt. Rico puts the nose of the ball down. Didn't get all of that one. It'll be fair caught at the 15-yard line by Kashmir Allen. A 35-yard punt. It is inside the 20. Sets up a long field for the Commanders with 5:40 to go. The score, Cincinnati 28, Washington 17. Here on the First Hour Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
From packed stadiums to sold-out shows, Sports Illustrated Tickets puts you at the heart of the action. With over 50 million tickets to sports, concerts, and theater events worldwide, it's your go-to for unforgettable live experiences. Whether it's the 50-yard line, courtside, center stage, or anywhere in between, we've got your seats. Visit SITickets.com or download the app today. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better.
Our first students arrived in 1824, but let's fast forward 200 years and discover what's happening today. Miami University is number 3 among national public universities for excellence in undergraduate teaching, a top 10 college for producing Fortune 500 CEOs, and one of the 100 best colleges for future leaders with an entrepreneurship program among the top 10 in the world. Producing exceptional leaders and mentors was, is, and will always be something we do. Miami University is where today's students become tomorrow's leaders. Visit miamioh.edu.
Get to Miami Valley Gaming on Saturday, August 30th for a chance to win a Mercedes or $45,000.
Must be 21. Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-589-9966 or visit org.ohio.gov. Ready to take a break? Visit timeoutohio.com.
Bengal fans, Bengals Luxury Suites provide a great view of the action while offering an unparalleled combination of features and amenities. With limited inventory available, visit Bengals.com/suites to get yours today.
What's up, Boo Day Nation? Look, we know you can't count on everyone agreeing on how many ways to serve their chili, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. That's right. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all season long through the playoffs. And follow along as Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and the boys aim to make this year Cincinnati's year. So visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. And count on Sundays for another must-see season of Bengals football with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
We have 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. The score is 28-17. Cincinnati up by 11. Washington will start a drive from the 15. Looks like Sam Hartman is coming back in at quarterback, so they've been flip-flopping. Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman after Jaden Daniels played the opening series of the game and led Washington to a quick touchdown. Hartman's thrown an interception in this game. It's a first down handoff and a sweep to the right. Trying to turn the corner goes Kashmir Allen, and he's run out of bounds after a gain of 3. We were talking when the Bengals last had the football about possibly seeing Seth McLaughlin come into the game at center. Well, our spotter, Nate the Great Larisha, pointed out during that last commercial break that he was practicing shotgun snaps back to Desmond Ridder. So the Bengals get the ball back. We'll probably see him. Here's a short pass, and it's incomplete. It was thrown behind Kashmir Allen, and it's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Commanders with 5:15 to go. Hartman now 4 for 9 in the game with a passer rating of 19.3. It just dropped to 13, actually, after that incompletion.
What does he have, 28 yards passing? I mean, it's been abysmal.
3rd down and 7. Hartman back to throw. Here comes the rush. He jumps and throws it over the middle. He completes it, and it's going to be a first down. He got it to Demetric Felton.
Holding, coming back.
Okay. Felton was on the Bengals practice squad a couple of years ago. Never got into a game.
the Bengals' last drive.
Holding, number 51 offense. Half the distance to the goal from the previous spot. Replay, third down.
Bengals offense, the last drive, 17 plays, a mere 46 yards, but took 9 minutes and 59 seconds off the clock. It's hard to have a 10-minute drive and not get any points out of it. That's hard to do. I mean, 17 plays? Man, that's crazy.
You'll be shocked to learn that penalty was on Bobby Hart.
Big night for Bobby.
Third down and 16. Hartman to throw. Under pressure, got away from a possible safety. He throws, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, the former Dallas Cowboy, the intended receiver. Good pass rush that time for Cincinnati.
Yep, it was.
And Washington will have to punt from the end zone.
Got Hartman on the run. He's running around like crazy in his own end zone. Danger. I mean, could have been a safety possibility.
Yeah, Eric Gregory had his hands around the ankles of Hartman in the end zone, but not able to get him down.
Nope. Punt it away.
Way will punt from the middle of the end zone. Isaiah Williams waits at the Cincinnati 45. Here comes the left-footed boot. Brightwell got fairly close. It's a long punt, fielded at the 31. Lots of running room for Isaiah Williams. Crosses the 40, the 50, down to the 40 of Washington, and tackled there. A 36-yard run back after a 60-yard punt.
Man. You know, you think, he outkicked the coverage. There was pretty good hang time. That was just blocked well and returned well. Good job by the Bengals punt return.
We have a timeout with 4 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. The score, Cincinnati 28, Washington 17. Here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Let's go! Let's go! Your home for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ready? Let's go!
Classic Rock 92.1.
It's summertime, and that means it's time to hit the road.
Whether you're heading across town or across the state, going on a picnic, to a baseball game, or driving to the lake, stop by, fill up, and stock up at Clark's Pump & Shop, your road trip headquarters.
Clark's Pump & Shop has everything you need to get you to your summertime destination, including assorted Jolly Ranger or Twizzler peg bags, 2 for $5, and Jack Link's 2-ounce steak strip or extra large beef and cheese, 2 for $6.
Clark's Pump & Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Dead Air Dennis here from my good friends at Bob Allen GMC in Danville. Save now on Bob Allen's selection of new 25 GMC Sierra 2500 HDs. Most models available at below $50,000. Over 40 in stock from which to choose. Stock number 25512. Bob Allen GMC, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop BobAllenMotorMall.com. Bob Allen is Danville's deal maker.
Hey y'all, it's Josh and Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers. If you've been injured in an accident, the insurance company may offer you pennies on the dollar afterwards to sign away your rights. Folks, don't do it. If you get a low settlement offer, you should lawyer up. Heck, if you get any injury settlement offer, you should call Hicks & Funson for a free consultation to learn whether you may be entitled to more. Call 859-777-7000 and ask for Josh or Greg, or visit honestfearless.com. honestfearless.com, 777-7000.
I love me some football.
I love me some football. Your home for the Cincinnati Bengals.
This is what you do right here.
Classic Rock 92.1.
Bengals banking. Visit 53.com/Bengals to learn more about our Fifth Third Better perks for Bengals fans just like you.
We have 4 minutes and 36 seconds left. Cincinnati leads Washington 28-17. Desmond Ridder will come into the game at quarterback, and Seth McLaughlin will come in at center. The Remington Trophy winner last year as the best center in college football, but he got injured. He tore his Achilles in week 11 and wasn't able to play for Ohio State when the Buckeyes went on to win the national championship. On first down, Ridder hands it off. Kendall Milton will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He's tackled for what looks to be about a 4-yard loss. So Seth McLaughlin would have been drafted if not for the injury. At the end of the draft, ESPN ranked him as the best undrafted player available. And McLaughlin, realizing that Ted Karras is in his 10th season and is 32 years old, might not have many years left. In fact, this is his last year under contract. Cincinnati might be a good place to sign as an undrafted free agent, and we'll see how it pans out for him. Second down and 14 with the clock running and 3:53 to go. Ritter hands it off. It's a draw play and a short run for Kendall Milton.
Yeah, not a good way to start a drive. A 4-yard loss on a running play. It's like Ritter finds himself off schedule immediately in the second snap that he's in the football game. A 2nd and 14. That's not a favorable down and distance when you're playing the quarterback position.
Dez threw for 91 yards and a touchdown last week. A 12-yard TD throw to Tanner Hudson in the loss to Philly. Ritter fires. It is caught by Owens. He's short of the first down. Play is blown dead around the 36 of Washington. And here comes Money Mac. Evan McPherson will attempt a long field goal. The snapper will be Cal Adamitis. Last week, Cal snapped in the first half. Will Wagner snapped in the second half. They flip-flopped it in this game, and that is a real battle to determine who's going to be the long snapper this year. That one is still very much up in the air. This will be a 54-yard try for Money Mac. He was 2 for 2 on field goals last week with a 51-yarder. Brian Rico is the holder. Put his right knee on the ground at the 44. Money Mac will try from 54 yards away. The Bengals have to call a timeout. They were late in getting the right personnel on the field. And you certainly don't want to turn it into a 59-yard field goal.
No.
So they burn a timeout with 3:11 to go.
Yeah. Andrew Ram was the late entry to the party. There were only 10 men in the field for your field goal attempt. That's not good, particularly when he's lined up at the left guard position. I mean, that's if you allow somebody that kind of a push up the gut, makes it that much more difficult for Money Mac. So let's see what he can pull off here.
Adamitis getting ready to snap. Rico to hold. And McPherson to try from 54 yards away. Money Mac has made 69% of his regular season field goal tries from 50 plus. That is amazing.
It really is. He is Money Mac for sure.
His career long 59. Now the 54-yard try. The distance, not a problem, and the kick is good. Right down the middle from 54 yards away, and it's smacked into the net with plenty of distance to spare.
No doubt. It was halfway up the net plus. I mean, he would have hit that bad boy from like 65.
We have a timeout. 3:06 left. The Bengals lead is 2 touchdowns, 31-17. We'll take a timeout on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Bengals football in the bluegrass. Right here on Classic Rock 92.1.
It's summertime, and that means it's time to hit the road.
Whether you're heading across town or across the state, going on a picnic, to a baseball game, or driving to the lake, stop by, fill up, and stock up at Clark's Pump and Shop, your road trip headquarters.
Clark's Pump and Shop has everything you need to get you to your summertime destination, including assorted Jolly Ranger or Twizzler peg bags, 2 for $5, and Jack Link's 2-ounce steak strip or extra large beef and cheese, 2 for $6.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Hey y'all, it's Josh and Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers. If you've been injured in an accident, the insurance company may offer you pennies on the dollar afterwards to sign away your rights. Folks, don't do it. If you get a low settlement offer, you should lawyer up. Heck, if you get any injury settlement offer, you should call Hicks & Funson for a free consultation to learn whether you may be entitled to more. Call 859-777-7000 and ask for Josh or Greg, or visit honestfearless.com. honestfearless.com, 777-7000.
This is where we've tried everything. Turns into, this is working. Where we don't know what to do becomes, we have a plan. Where no one knows what's wrong turns into, she's seen this before. And where he's not himself becomes, he's back to normal. For the big things and the little things, extraordinary care is right here. UK Healthcare, the power of advanced medicine.
Hey guys, where else would you rather
Bengals football in the Bluegrass. Right here on Classic Rock 92.1.
Watch your Bengals this year on the NFL on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus. We have 3:06 to go. Cincinnati 31, Washington 17. The Bengals a little more than 3 minutes away, it would appear, to ending this streak of 7 preseason games without a win. Evan McPherson now 3 for 3 on field goals, 7 for 7 on points after in the preseason. So both snappers have been doing the job well. Snapping on field goals and PATs will be the number one consideration because the Bengals don't expect to punt that much.
Right.
With Joe Burrow and company. This kick bobbled around about 3 yards deep in the end zone by Kashmir Allen. He will down it, and the ball will come out to the 35. I'm sure Darren Simmons told Evan McPherson with a 14-point lead, go ahead and kick it into the end zone there. We'll let him start from the 35 with 3:06 to go. And Sam Hartman at quarterback.
And now, in a situation where you back up by 2 full scores, 14 points, there's only 3 minutes to play. Bengals have run 69 snaps, 46 for the Washington Commanders. I mean, the Bengals have been in control of this football game.
1st and 10 from the 35 with 3:06 to go. Here's a handoff and a run to the left for Allen rather. It's a penalty flag down on the play.
Yep. Coming back.
Our penalty, replay, first down.
Bobby Hart with his 3rd penalty.
He grabbed Raymond Johnson III and grabbed him and held on tight. And he was called. 3 holding penalties on Bobby.
Now, one was a false start.
Okay. 2
holds and a false start.
So he's trying to cover the game.
1st and 20 with 3:01 to go. It's a handoff, and Kashmir Allen is tackled near the line of scrimmage by Eric Gregory. Eric Gregory showing up a little bit tonight. Had kind of a quiet training camp. I believe he was the undrafted free agent that got the biggest bonus to sign with Cincinnati after playing for Arkansas. Here's a draw play handoff. Allen swerving up the middle of the field, and a nice open field tackle made by Muma Jong-Meta after a 6-yard run for Kashmir Allen. Tick, tick, tick goes the clock. 2:22 to go.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Get down to that 2-minute warning as quickly as possible. Let's get this bad boy over. Get everybody showered up, cleaned up, changed, and on the bus.
It is 3rd and 14. And Washington's going to let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning. Bengals are going to even their preseason record at 1-1. Washington will fall to 0-2, and we'll take a break. The score is 31-17 Cincinnati. 2 minutes left on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
There are lots of ways to make Skyline part of your game plan. You can pregame with friends in 5 ways at your favorite Skyline, or carry out conies to crush during the game. And Skyline is the only place for post-game Cholitos and chili cheese fries. Football, basketball, baseball, or soccer, high school, college, or pro, doesn't matter. Game time is always a good time for Skyline. So get your game face on and get your Skyline game plan together. Feeling good? It's Skyline time.
Bengals fans, the jungle awaits. Now's the time to join the Bengals season ticket wait list.
Claim your place on the wait list for just $150 per seat. You'll get first priority to purchase Bengals season tickets when they become available. Plus, get first access to single game tickets and playoff tickets while supplies last.
Some things are worth the wait. Join the season ticket wait list today and rule the jungle with us. Visit Bengals.com or call the Bengals ticket hotline at 513-621-8383.
Yeah!
Dang, did I just miss a big play?
Big play? Nah, I just had the perfect bite of a super pretzel.
Perfect bite?
Yeah, you know the one where the salt collects in the knot and the tangy mustard cools off the warm, soft goodness? No, wait. No, that was the perfect bite.
Where'd you get that?
The super pretzel? Yeah, I picked up a box at my grocer's freezer. Yeah, I like to bring that big game flavor with me everywhere.
I'm thinking about grabbing one.
I'm still thinking about that bite. Super pretzels, soft pretzels.
What's up, Boo Day Nation? Look, we know you can't count on everyone agreeing on how many ways to serve their chili, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. That's right. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all season long through the playoffs. And follow along as Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and the boys aim to make this year Cincinnati's year. So visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. And count on Sundays for another must-see season of Bengals football with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
2 minutes to go. Cincinnati up by 14 points here in Washington. It is 31-17. Bengals. Jake Browning with a pair of touchdown passes, both to Mitch Tinsley in the final minute of the second quarter. Joe Burrow threw a touchdown pass to Charlie Jones tonight. Chase Brown has a 1-yard touchdown run. And Money Mac, Evan McPherson drilled a 54-yard field goal. That accounts for the 31 Cincinnati points. Here's a running play for Washington, and the quarterback, Hartman, is brought down in the open field by Lance Robinson out of the University of Kentucky. Washington will have to punt with the clock winding down and 1:41 to go. Lance Robinson, a childhood buddy of Jamar Chase in New Orleans. They played youth football together. Tress way into punt. Isaiah Williams back to return. He had a great run back, 36-yarder on his last punt return. Set up the Money Mac field goal. Here comes the punt by Way, a wobbler. And it'll be fielded at the 20. A fair catch made by Isaiah Williams after a 48-yard punt. 1:10 to go. 2 snaps will do it for Cincinnati.
Yep. And there's no way Washington Commanders are stopping the clock. There aren't many 14-point plays in the game of football. They're down 2 scores, 2 full scores.
So Desmond Ridder in the enviable position, taking the snap and taking a knee. Quali Conley in the game. He'll be the guy that lines up behind Desmond Ridder in the victory formation. There's the snap, there's the knee, and the Bengals will have to do it one more time once we're inside of 40 seconds to go. Bengals outgained Washington by a smidge, 295 yards to 270. And we have 40 seconds left, so this will do it. Seth McLaughlin will snap it back to Desmond Ridder. Puts his right knee on the ground, and the coaching staffs begin to make the march toward the center of the field as the Bengals will head home with a win. And a 14-point win tonight over the Washington Commanders. They rallied from a 7-point deficit, running off a 21-0 advantage in the second quarter to win this game.
Zach Taylor and the Bengals coaching staff seem to have a very good relationship with the Washington Commanders coaching staff. I mean, there were smiles and hugs and all that out there at midfield as they greeted each other. And Cincinnati Bengals walk away with a nice victory, a 14-point victory, 31-17 final.
Zach Taylor and Cliff Kingsbury, the offensive coordinator for Washington, teammates and roommates in the Canadian Football League many years ago. The final score tonight from Northwest Stadium: Cincinnati 31, Washington 17. Stay tuned for the postgame show coming up here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
A Fifth Third Better means we always put in 166.7% more effort.
Stats, huh? So you can play that game. In 2022, the Bengals broke their attendance record with over 67,000 fans.
Fifth Third gives you no hidden fees and free checking.
The Bengals won the game with the coldest wind chill ever, negative 59 degrees.
Fifth Third makes banking easy from the moment you sign up.
The Bengals are easy to cheer for.
Hooray! This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC. Visit 53.com/momentum for more information, including product restrictions and details.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Want the inside scoop on your Cincinnati Bengals? Get exclusive access to the Bengals Booth podcast, hosted by Dan Horde, the voice of the Bengals. Every week we bring you the latest news, expert analysis, and game recaps you won't hear anywhere else. Hear from Bengals players, coaches, and special guests as we break down every play and key moment of the season. Whether it's post-game breakdowns or insider info, Bengals Booth keeps you in the loop. Don't miss a single episode. Listen to Bengals Booth podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Our first students arrived in 1824. But let's fast forward 200 years and discover what's happening today. Miami University is a top 50 best value college, number 1 among Ohio public universities for return on investment, and top 30 among universities in the nation for alumni wealth, meaning students can feel confident in making an investment in their future at Miami. Miami University is where today's students become tomorrow's leaders. Visit miamioh.edu.
This is the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Got it at the 20-yard line, Bengals football.
Bengals football has been brought to you by Paycor, proud to be the official HR software provider of the Cincinnati Bengals. Fifth Third Bank, score big with Bengals banking. Visit 53.com to join the roster and earn exclusive perks.
Classic Rock 92.1 is your home for Cincinnati Bengals football. Sponsored this year by Lexington Wellness and Weight Loss. Experts in men's health, specializing in testosterone replacement and weight loss. The Don Franklin Auto Group, driven by family. DonFranklinAuto.com and Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Now, stay tuned for the Bengals Locker Room Report on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Bengals fans, the jungle awaits. Now's the time to join the Bengals season ticket wait list.
Claim your place on the wait list for just $150 per seat. You'll get first priority to purchase Bengals season tickets when they become available. Plus, get first access to single game tickets and playoff tickets while supplies last.
Some things are worth the wait. Join the season ticket wait list today and rule the jungle with us. Visit Bengals.com or call the Bengals ticket hotline at 513-621-8383.
United Electric has served the tri-state area for more than 60 years. For all your commercial and industrial electrical needs, call Rick Rebholz at 513-383-7547 or visit us online at unitedeldc.com.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Bengals tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bengals.
This is the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Bengals Locker Room Report is brought to you by Ultra Fiber, the official Wi-Fi and